alaikum, salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum, salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. We stand, we beg, we fall. Only the freedom, only the freedom. Free Africans, free from slavery, free from slavery, free as a man to slavery, free as a man to slavery, free as a man to slavery, free from slavery, free from slavery. Yeah. We're here to speak the word. We're here to stop the war. We're here to speak the word. We're here to stop the war. We're here to speak the word. We're here to stop the war. Salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, African woman. You wanna be free, the most simple one in the world. Get yourself the better, with the music coming to you from the one of the most. Go ahead and make a share. I know we gotta talk. Get yourself the most free time, I preach about freedom. Preach about freedom. We're here to speak the word. We're here to stop the war. We're here to speak the word. We're here to stop the war. We're here to speak the word. We're here to stop the war. Let us look on the street and say, listen, youth. Stop violence and say, listen. You have to listen and be a man. The music we are doing is not a music for fun. We are preaching, hear it loud and clear. Day, night, and day, no sleeping at all. Better preach, let the people hear. Better preach, let the blind feel. The sound of freedom and love. The sound of freedom and love. The sound of freedom and love. The sound of African one love. Salam alaikum, assalamu alaikum. Libya, salam alaikum. Tunisia, salam alaikum. Nigeria, salam alaikum. Niger, salam alaikum. South Sudan, salam alaikum. Sudan, salam alaikum. South Africa, salam alaikum. Africa, salam alaikum. Africa, salam alaikum. Let's do that on the free. Salam alaikum. Did I understand? Salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. اهلا بكم مجددا مشاهدينا في كل مكان. Concerned citizen of South Sudan is back. I know we have been attacked from nowhere. I tried to bring brother Dominic Akweif. Unfortunately, his network was weak, but this attack will not stop. It will continue, but we will never stop. You know, لا يزيدنا إلا عزما وإصرارا. They can do whatever they want to do, but we will continue speaking the truth, and the truth will set all the people of South Sudan free. So I welcome all of you one more time back. Ustaz Dengdit, if you are there, you may go back and come back. And also, my dear brother Ustaz Moses Edward, economist, please, if you are there, also come. And my viewers, please go ahead and make a share. Shayiru, and then imshi, because I did before that, but right now we have to go back and continue because this is very, very important topic. We cannot just let it go like that. So come back, please. You are there, and then we'll continue the discussion, inshallah. I apologize one more time for inconvenience. They keep attacking us. Who knows? Maybe Russian. None of Russians, they don't want to hear us talking about Joe Biden as well. You know, Russian, they are trying to meddle, you know, here in America. But we will not quit. So Dingdit, welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be back.
I apologize for inconvenience. But I'm a distraction.
That was
yes.
That was really a vicious attack. Yeah, let me continue. أنا كنت بقول أنه استمرار بتاع الرئيس الفكير في السلطة بيعني استمرار الوضع الراهن. وأنا طرحت سؤال: هل نحن كلنا راضيين بالوضع الراهن؟ وأجبت لسؤال وقلت بالتأكيد نحن ما راضيين عن الوضع الراهن. يعني اللي بيتابعوا البرنامج ده ما عجبهم الوضع الموجود في البلد الآن. فنحن نمسك مثلا the security situation in the country. إذا الرئيس كير استمر في السلطة هل الوضع الأمني هيتغير؟ أنا بقول لا، الوضع الأمني ما هيتغير، لأنه الحكومة بتاع الرئيس الفكير أصلا ما عندها خطة أمنية بعيدة المدى وبيقصد منه يعني جلب الاستقرار أو استتباب الأمن في الدولة. ما عندهم خطة زي ده. وعشان أثبت كلامي ده ما يكون كلام ساكت، انتوا كلكم متابعين من 2005 until now 2020 15 years. يعني insecurity ما وقف في جنوب السودان. يعني انت لو مشيت رومبيك تلقى ناس رومبيك they fight themselves and they kill themselves because of cattle raid conflicts و يعني intercommunal conflicts. ده في leg state بس as an example. The same thing is happening in Warab state. The same thing is happening in Jongle. Intercommunal conflicts. ونحن ظللنا نقول ونقول يا جماعة الحاجات دي لابد يكون له نهاية، وما حصل. يعني لو انتوا تابعتوا من 2005 كويس لحد 2011 الفترة ده كله
نعم
يعني الجنجلة ده موجود في headlines في news as a bad place كويس، as a place where there is too much insecurity, where communities fight themselves because of cattle, because of attack by one community against another community. فده إذا الرئيس الفكير استمر يكون موجود في سلطة معناه الوضع هيكون مستمر زي ده في الجنجلة، مستمر زي ده في الليج ستيت، مستمر زي ده في الوراب ستيت، مستمر في كل على النيل، في كل استوائية انه في انعدام للامن. انعدام بتاع الامن وصل لدرجة انه عيال صغار بمشي بيذبحوهم في بيوت كويس، والدولة كل كورك بما في ذلك رئيس الدولة، وما في حل الموضوع بتاع السكيورتي. في 2012 لحد هسه في حاجه ثانيه كده ظهر اسمه النون جانمن. معناه لو الرئيس الفكير استمر في سلطه معناه حاجه اسمه النون جانمن، المسلحين المجهولين هيستمر يقتلوا ناس. فده بيعني ده الحاجه اللي بيعنيه انه الرئيس الفكير لو استمر في سلطه ايه اللي بيحصل. ده المعنى بتاعه او المعنى بتاعته شنو؟ معناه هيكون في insecurity في البلد. We'll continue to have unknown gunmen killing people. Small children will be continue to be slaughtered in their houses. Women will be continue to be raped in their houses, in hotel, in war zones, and in other areas. فده الحاجة اللي لازم الناس يفهموه كويس. لو الرئيس الفكير مستمر في السلطة بيعني انه بناء بتاع مؤسسات قويه ما هتكون موجوده. لانه هسه we are crying for الحاجه اللي بيسموها المؤسسات القويه او بناء مؤسسات قويه. الحكومه الموجوده حاليا يا استاذ جونكور وكل المتابعين للبرنامج، الحكومه دي ما عندها القدره انها تبني مؤسسات مؤسسات قويه في الدوله. انا لما اقول مؤسسات قويه, and this is one of the four evils that we have been talking about.
Yes.
Because we talk about mismanagement, we talk about lack of basic services, we talk about corruptions, and then we talk about war,
which is including security.
دول الاربع ديل. ف نمبر 2 انا بتكلم فوق, انا بتكلم عن بناء مؤسسات قويه. لو ما في حاجه, لو ما اتكلمت كثير عن الامن انا هخليه لموسس هيجي يتكلم فيه في حاجات انا ما قلته.
No problem.
فنمر 2 ده البناء بتاع مؤسسات قويه. انا لما اقول انه بناء مؤسسات قويه انا بقصد بانه المؤسسات اللي عندنا حاليا في الدوله ده ما مؤسسات قويه. We have very weak institutions الموجوده في الدوله. We want strong institutions. لما نقول strong institution قاصدين بيه شنو؟ لانه الدوله بيدار بشنو يا جماعه؟ بمؤسسات.
نعم.
مؤسسات قويه قادره على اداره الدوله. بتدير دوله كيف؟ بتدير دوله على اساس هذا الكفاءه. لما نقول اساس الكفاءه يعني I mean the qualifications. المؤسسات يعني الكوادر اللي بيكون شغاله في المؤسسات دي are
they have to be well qualified.
Hello?
Yeah, معانا. أنا معك.
Hello?
Yeah, it's good. نسمعك.
Okay, good. الناس الكوادر اللي شغاله في المؤسسات بتكون كوادر شغاله على اساس بتاع الكفاءه. كويس؟ الاداء بتاعهم their performance in those institutions بتكون الاداء دي متقن. A very good performance. وبيكون فيها شفافيه. There will be transparency. وبعد كده التوظيف جوا المؤسسات دي ذاتها بتكون على اساس على الكفاءه. انت بتوظف لك ذول عنده الكفاءه. لما انا اتحدث هنا عن الكفاءه بمعنى حاليا في المؤسسات الموجوده عندنا المؤسسات دي ضعيفه, ما عندها القدره على الاداره بتاعت الدوله. المؤسسات دي ما فيها الكفاءه لانه المعايير بتاعت الكفاءه ما متبعه. الاداء بتاع المؤسسات غير متقن, اداء ضعيف جدا, ما في شفافيه, ما في توظيف على اساس بتاع الكفاءه وتنوع. مش انا اقول تنوع انا الكفاءه بس, لازم نقول انه people should be employed in those government institutions based on their qualifications and based on the ethnic diversity that we have in our country. لكن هسه employment in those institutions that we have is based on what? Is based on nepotism.
Yes.
It is based on where you come from. It is based on tribalism and clanism. احنا ما عايزين شكل مؤسسات زي ده. فاستمرار بتاع الرئيس الفكير في السلطه بيعني انه المؤسسات هتستمر ضعيفه, ما عندها القدره على اداره الدوله, ما عندها الاساس بتاع الكفاءه, ما عندها الاداء المتقن بطبيعه الحال, ما عندها الشفافيه, ما عندها التوظيف بتاع ابناء البلد على اساس بتاع الكفاءه واساس بتاع التنوع الاثني الموجود عندنا في البلد. معناه اللي هيكون مستمر ده شنو؟ اللي هيكون مستمر دي المحسوبيه, اللي هيكون مستمر دي الجهويه, اللي هيكون مستمر ده العشائريه. وبالتالي هتكون عندنا مؤسسات ضعيفه, مؤسسات بتساهم في تفتيت الحاجه اللي بيسموها النسيج الاجتماعي. This is one of the facts I have to talk about, ladies and gentlemen.
Correct.
The institutions we have in the Republic of South Sudan are not strong institutions. They are not able to run the affairs of our state on the basis of qualifications, on the basis of good performance, on the basis of transparency, on the basis of employment, of employing the people or the employees based on their qualifications and based on their ethnic diversity. What we have right now is tribalism, nepotism, and clanism. So if President Kiir continue in power, it means all these things will continue. And we are not satisfied of this situation. We don't want this situation to continue. And that's why we have to discuss very deep, we have to discuss deeply tonight what it means for President Kiir to continue. It means insecurity will continue in our country, and non-gunmen will still continue to kill people. Women will be raped in the country, and then we will continue to have the strong, very weak institutions, as it is the case right now. So I have talked about two things. I have talked about the security situation in the country, and I have talked about the country having very weak institution and the need for us to build strong institutions so that we can build our country. This is point number 2. Point number 3, the economy. I have touched something about economy a minute ago, but let me come back and talk about economy briefly. I will leave this to Brother Moses.
Yes.
النظام الاقتصادي يا جماعة كلنا على علم بأنه النظام الاقتصادي في الدولة منهار. لأن أول حاجة حصل حاجة اسمه inflation.
تضخم.
inflation العملية بتاع التضخم. الغلاء، حصل الغلاء أولا، والغلاء ده بدأ من 2015 من شهر 8 2015 يا حاجة ده بدأ. الدولار لما بدأ يطلع فوق شوية شوية لحد وصل كم 30 بعد شوية وصل كم 40 وحس ده وصل كم 50 ألف بالجنيه. والرئيس ظل يغير الوزراء، بيجيب وزير بتاع المالية يشتغل كده وكورابشن يستمر، بعد زمن بيجي يشيله برا يجيب وزير جديد. فده اثبت انه التغيير بتاع الوزراء ما بيجيب اي تغييرات جذريه للوضع الاقتصادي. وبعدين موفد الدول قبل فتره قال لنا كلام جميل جدا، ده كلام انا لسه بتذكره للان. هو قال لنا الاقتصاد ما داير قرارات سياسيه، الاقتصاد عايز قرارات اقتصاديه.
نعم.
الوضع اللي عندنا في جنوب السودان is that we try to solve economic problem by political decisions, not by economical decisions, and this is one of the problem. كويس؟ الناس الاقتصاديين اللي مؤمن انه افكار اقتصاديه بيقدر يسيروا البلد ما مودين لهم فرصه. فالدولار طلع فوق من 2015 استمر في 2016 17 18 وهسه ده الوضع بقى متأزم. وارتفاع بتاع الدولار جاب لنا ارتفاع بتاع الاسعار بتاع السلع الاساسيه في البلد، والمواطن بقى تعبان. جاب لنا العمليه بتاع التضخم. كويس؟ جاب لنا العمليه بتاع insecurity، لانه لما الوضع الاقتصادي يبقى تعبان ما النون جان ده شنو؟ ما ده الافراد بتاع قوات نظاميه بيدخلوا بيوت ناس عشان ينهبوا لانه المرتب بتاعه له سنه ما لقاه. So when the economic situation in the country get worse, then this will contribute to what? To insecurity in the country. لأن الاثنين they are connected together. فده يعني ده مصيبة ثانية. آخر حاجة هسه الوضع الاقتصادي لما البنك المركزي أعلن بأنه بقى ما عنده الاحتياطي بتاع النقد الأجنبي، حصل شنو؟ الرئيس كون كوميتي اسمه كرايسيس مانجمنت كوميتي بالرئاسه بتاع نائب رئيس جيمس وانيجا. لحد هسه ما عرفنا اللجنه ده قرارات بتاعته شنو؟ من كونه؟ We did not know what are their decisions, what are their plans, what are their policies toward improving the economic situation in the country. آخر حاجة اتفاجأنا بمجلس الوزراء. مجلس الوزراء طلع لنا بالقرار بتاع انه دايرين يغيروا القروش. ده آخر حاجة يا موزس والمشاهدين.
We discussed this 2 weeks ago. And I will talk more about that.
Yes.
We did, yeah.
I will leave it to you. This is your field. Lakin I will say in my personal opinion that the change of currency will not improve the current economic collapse in the country. Because there is nothing wrong with our pounds, ya Jama'ah. There is nothing wrong with these currency notes. The problem is here. Here, ya Jama'ah.
Correct.
Problem mama these papers, mama ورقة يعني. The problem هنا. الناس الحاكمين عندهم مشكلة هنا في التفكير. This is the real problem. فده these minds which are not able to think properly, those minds are the one to go, not the papers to go.
Absolutely.
This is very weird. We are قاعدين نفكر كيف في South Sudan.
And they have proven for
تفكير يعني غريب جدا وتعبان. فالقرار اللي اعلنوا الحكومة انه دايرين يغيروا قروش من جنيه لشيلين، وده المتداول حاليا في السوشيال ميديا، ده قرار تعبان جدا. كويس؟ عندنا اتكلمنا عن انه الحكومة بتعتمد على يعني مورد واحد بس من 2005 until now، مورد واحد بترول يا جماعه. we have been talking مصلدون ده كلامنا عن حاجه اسمه diversification of the resources economic resources، تنويع الموارد الاقتصاديه.
yes.
يا اخي ما عندنا minerals، احنا عندنا we have water، احنا عندنا سمك، احنا عندنا سمك، احنا عندنا فورست يا جماعه. فورست ده كله ريسورسز، حيوانات الفوق، الاشجار الفوق ده everything. احنا عندنا زراعه. ليه ما في زراعه؟ يوم ده جابوا هنا قال 1000 تراكتور. 1000 تراكتور ده مين جابوه في 2015 وده كان 2000 وكم 15؟ ما شفنا له اي اثر يعني. ففي فوضى فيما يتعلق بالاقتصاد في البلد. عشان انت تقوي الاقتصاد ما تعتمد على مورد بتاع النفط براو، لازم يكون في تنويع بتاع الموارد الاقتصاديه. اتكلمت عن زراعه،
حتى ولو يا
زراعه ده ممكن يكون لنا داعم اساسي للاقتصاد الوطني، لانه لو انت زرعت هتزرع كل المحاصيل. بعد ما انت تزرع والسوق يكون مليان اكل وناس ياكلوا كويس، you will think about factories بعد كده. معناه انت بعد شويه هتفكر مانجا بتاعك ده لازم يحطوه في شنو؟ في كرتون. انت هتفكر اناناس، ما عندنا مشروع بتاع اناناس يا اخي في محل زي غرب استوائيه. غرب استوائيه ده كله يعني باينابل بيزرعوه هنا. في مشاريع قديمه انا ما اعرف نذكرهم، كلكم بتعرفوا كويس. فلما انت يكون عندك زراعه كدعم اساسي، وده اللي كان بيقول الدكتور جون جرال انه قروش بتاع البترول يستخدموه للدعم بتاع الزراعه، يكون عندك زراعه كشيء اساسي كدعم اساسي للاقتصاد الوطني. بالتالي بعد شويه انت هتفكر شنو في المصانع، هتفكر انك تجيب مصانع. ولو انت عملت مصانع معناه انت شنو؟ you will create job opportunities للناس. مع المصانع ده هيكون داير ناس يشتغلوا فوقه. الناس البيزي killing their own brothers ديل في جونجله، killing their own brothers in Lake State, killing their own brothers in Warab, killing their own brothers in Equatoria. All these people will get job opportunities. واحد هيكون مدير شركه، واحد هيكون مدير مال، واحد هيكون بعد شويه شنو؟ insecurity هيكون ما في. هسه عيون بتاع الناس كله اي زول داير يشتغل في الحكومه. ليه؟ لانه ما في برنامج اقتصادي عشان يفتح لنا المجالات ده. الناس people keep talking about حاجه اسمه private sector. private sector يكون هاي كيف وما عندك زراعه. Your private sector will never work when there is no agriculture. Agriculture should be the backbone of economy, of the national economy in the Republic of South Sudan. Dr. John Garang was talking about oil money to be used to support agriculture. And when agriculture is support, then definitely we will have our market full of food. Everybody will be satisfied. And then we will think about establishing factories, because you would want to cane what? To cane your mango, to cane your pineapple, to put it in cane so that it is a product that can be taken to your national market, so that it is a product that can be what? Can be exported to the neighboring countries and to the world, so that we get more money. But this is not happening. Depending on oil will not. Anyway, let me stop here. This is my comment on the economy. So if President Kiir continue in power, it means the current economic situation will continue.
Yeah.
This is what it means. Let me go to number 4. Number 4 is about basic services. I'm talking about basic services يا جماعة. في number 4 الخدمات الأساسية. هسه ما في زول بيجي بيتكلم تاني عن الخدمات الأساسية في البلد. الخدمات الأساسية اللي احنا بنقصده بيبدأ بشنو؟ بحاجة اسمه physical infrastructure، البنية التحتية. physical infrastructure ده يا جماعة ما قاصدين به مدارس وما قاصدين به مستشفيات وما قاصدين به، لا، هو physical infrastructure أكبر من كده. يعني حتى المؤسسات بتاع الدولة، حاجات زي المحطة بتاع الكهرباء، ده كله part of physical infrastructure. فنحن الخدمات الأساسية ما في. ليه الخدمات الأساسية بقى ما في؟ لأنه الدولة دخلوها في الهرب. الدولة دخلوها في الدوامة من الهرب من 2013 up to now. البلد في الهرب. فبالتالي لما يكون في insecurity nobody will again talk about what? Basic services.
Yes.
فهسه ما عندنا physical infrastructure. We don't have hospitals. We don't have schools. يعني ما عندنا الكهرباء. يوم ذاك في وزير بتاع الكهرباء Minister of كان شنو؟ Energy اللي هو ديو ماتو جاب كهرباء في جوبا. الكهرباء ده مستمر لكن هسه بقى فيه زلزبة.
It was fake actually. ما كان في كهرباء اصلا.
ايوه. وبعدين النايب الأعمدة بتاع الكهرباء في شوارع الكهرباء بقى يولع. يعني الكهرباء بيعمل تاتش بيضرب وبيحصل حريق.
Yes.
كويس. So this support the fact that it was fake. الكلام ده قلته ده يا استاذ جونكور. لانه اللي الكهرباء يكون شغال بعد شويه يحصل حريق. كويس. فناس يعني استمتعوا بالكهرباء شويه هسه بقى قاعد يكون ما في. كويس. نحن عايزين بنيه تحتيه، عايزين مشافي، عايزين مدارس، عايزين كهرباء ما بيقطع. If we want real development in South Sudan كهرباء ما قاعد يقطع. يا اخي we the people of South Sudan we have a right to be like the other nations. يا اخي انت قاعد في استراليا you are enjoying power كساوث سودانيز استراليان. ليه الكلام ده ما في البلد بتاعنا؟ Now we want the same situation to be in our country. We fought for this يا جماعه. We pay our blood for this. ليه ما في كهرباء؟
حتى
انا عايز كهرباء في اويل، انا عايز كهرباء في كابويتا زي ما قاعد في استراليا. يعني this is my right يا جماعه. هاي اتفضل.
يا حتى لا قطع حديثك، حتى كلام اللي انا قلته قبل ده، حتى ولو اعتمدنا على مورد واحد، نفترض عندنا موارد كثيره في البلد، لو افترضنا على مورد واحد، المورد واحد لسه كان بيكفي. لو مثلا الرئيس ما بيشيل قروش يوديه في الشركه بتاعه، اوكي، وينسى البلد، المورد دي كان بتكفي برضه يا استاذ دنجي. ولو ابتكرنا هنا مثلا الحكومه هي ما دارت تقوم بالمشروع، مثلا نقول جابت كان شركه في مجال الكهرباء انه يعمل دام ومده 40 50 سنه، نحن جنوبيين بندفع وي ار باينج فاتوره بتاعت الكهرباء دي. الكهرباء كان ما تشتغل، الكهرباء كانت تشتغل. أيوة. لكن اساسا دايرين.
ايوه
شفت؟ جو اهيد اتفضل.
ثانك يو مستر جونكور. فده دي النهايه. This is what I can say about basic services briefly. الشيء الثاني اللي نختم به لا حاجتين اخرين. ده نمره 4 البيزك سيرفيس. نمره 5 انا داير اتكلم عن الحريات الاساسيه.
نعم بيزك رايت.
يس يعني الحريات الاساسيه الفريدم. يا استاذ جونكور انت والمشاهدين كلكم بتعرفوا انه البلد بتاعنا ما فوقه حريات. لما نقول حريات شنو؟ انا بقصد بانه النظام القائم، النظام بتاع الرئيس الفقير، الحكومه القائمه جاب لنا حاجه اسمه one state system. one state system. يعني the ruling party is the one to have a say. The other political parties, the ordinary citizens have no right to exercise freedom of expression, to air out their concerns, to speak freely. يعني أنا بقول إنه النظام بتاع الرئيس الفقير جاب لنا حاجة اسمه الدولة البوليسية، دولة الحزب الواحد،
نظام شمولي.
دولة أيوة نظام شمولي، totalitarian system. نظام إنهم بس يا بيتكلموا، نظام لو يتكلم زول زعيم سياسي بيتعرض لاعتقال، بدقوا بيسجنوا،
بيقتلوا ذاته
بيقتلوا. يعني political activists الناشطين السياسيين لو عمل ندوة سياسية بس في جامعة جوبا ولا في ناكرون كالتشرال سنتر ولا في أي مقر بتاع المقرات بتاع الجرائد اليومية الموجودة عندنا في جوبا، إذا أنت انتقدت النظام ده نهايتك.
You will be kicked out like Dr. Lucabio.
أيوة زي دكتور لوكا بيوم طردوه من جامعه جوبا، هو كان استاذ جامعي وعمل تفعيل لمركز بسموه مركز الدراسات بتاعت سلام Peace Study Center at Juba University. So he was expelled from the country. So there is a one-party system that has been introduced in the country, and the political activists are not allowed to speak. Political leaders of other parties are not allowed to say anything. Writers, journalists are not allowed. You have so many examples. Isaiah Abram was the first victim because he said that President Kiir must step down because he sold out the mile 14 in northern Barghazal state. So Isaiah Abram said President Kiir must step down, and he was killed by the national security. Dong Samuel Luak, Agri Idris Boni. These are a few examples. Bolakwet, you know Bolakwet.
I know.
In Abia, he is well known as Bolakwet. They call him after his mother, but his full name is Boldeng Mian. He was killed. Ashen Bas, differences between President Kiir and Malong. فما في حرية بتاع التعبير، ما في. الناس اللي بيتكلموا بيقتلوهم، whether they are صحفيين، معلقين سياسيين، ولا زعماء سياسيين بتاع الاحزاب. كلكم عارفين لا ما كون حرب من البلد. كلكم عارفين الكلام ده.
نعم.
يس.
هرب من البلد لانه ما شايف انه ما في تنفيذ للاتفاقيه بتاعت سلام. شايف انه يعني في وان بارتي سيستم، في نظام شمولي. هو لما قال كان بيعبر عن رايه، حتى بيكتب في جريده على فكره، بيكتب الراي بتاعه عن السير بتاع تنفيذ اتفاقيه في بتاع جوبا ده، بيكتبوا في جرائد. هم ذاتهم ما عايزين يقولوا الكلام ده. اذا في غياب بتاع الحريات، ولو الرئيس الفقير مستمر في السلطه، اسمعوا الكلام ده كويس يا الشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. الرئيس الفقير لو مستمر في سلطه، معناه الناس الناشطين السياسيين هيستمروا يقتلون. الزعماء السياسيين هيكونوا منفيين، هيكونوا قاعدين في المنفى.
نعم.
النشطاء السياسيين زينا ديل اللي قاعدين نتكلم هنستمر نكون برا بلد. زول زي جونكور هيستمر يكون برا بلد، ما هيمشي بلد، لانه لو ماشى بلد هيقبضوه يقتلوه. زول زيك اللي قاعد يتابع البرنامج ده، انت you will not be allowed to go to the country because if you go they will kill you because you have been supporting this forum which is concerned citizen of South Sudan. You have been there supporting whatever Jungkook is saying. You have been there supporting whatever Moses Edward is saying, whatever Deng is saying, whatever all the guests that come here have been saying. So ده البيان الاستمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطة. آخر حاجة corruption. أنا عندي corruption إنه في الليست بتاعت الحاجات. لو الرئيس الفقير موجود في السلطة ده بيعني إنه الcorruption بيستمر. And I thank you very much, Mr. Jungkook. You have hit the nail on the head في البداية, because you talk about the private company of President Salva Kiir, which is now building the road, which is going to Bor, and then from Bor it will go to Malakal, from Malakal it will end up in Rang. This is the company which is building that, constructing that road. في الدستور يا جماعة، في الدستور بتاعنا، في الدستور بتاع جنوب السودان، اسمعوا الكلام ده كويس. أي مسؤول في الدولة ما مسموح له to run any private business.
خالص
ممنوع في الدستور. But now the head of state is running a private business.
That's a conflict of interest.
Yes.
Because when you run a private business and you are an official in the government, it means you will care more about what? About your personal interest, and you will not care about the interest of the people, the interest of the nation, the interest of the country, of your citizens. This is what President Kiir is doing. رئيس بتاع الدولة يعمل له شركة عشان شركة يجيب له قروش. ده كلام خطير جدا يا الشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. This is what it means إنه رئيس كير يستمر في السلطة. Corruption will continue. Money laundering, and I wish Ustaz Moses will talk about this. Money laundering يا جماعة will continue. هسه الموضوع بتاع التغيير بتاع العملة ده it will be followed by money laundering, because they are going to change the currency. Then this will be followed by money laundering, غسيل بتاع الأموال اللغه بتاع اقتصاد، الناس الاقتصاديين عارفين كويس غسيل اموال يعني شنو. لو غير عمله هيكون في فساد زياده، هيجي وراه حاجه اسمه غسيل اموال. فده بيعني الاستمرار بتاع الرئيس الفكير في السلطه، معناه الفساد هيستمر. في حاجه بيسموه نان اويل ريفينيو كويس، حاصل فوقه فساد جامد. المره اللي فاتت انا ذكرت انه المدير بتاع الجمارك الحالي اتهموه بانه هو يعني اختلس قروش. دي اتهامات، وفي التقارير اللي احنا قريناه، يعني احنا ما بنتكلم من راسنا. I have read يعني many reports about التلاعب الموجود في نان اويل ريفينيو، الضرائب اللي بيجمعوا الموارد او الموارد الغير العائدات الغير البتروليه. مع ان احنا عندنا يا جماعه النملي ده مع بوابه، يعني بوابه بتاع تاكس، اي حاجه جاي من برا they have to pay. في فساد جامد حصل في الموضوع ده. This will continue if President Kiir continue to be the president of South Sudan. Corruption will continue في النملي هناك وفي البوابات الثانيه الموجوده، سواء كان ده في اويل هناك نورثern بحر غزال ستيت، ولا في رنج هناك، ولا في اي بوابات ثانيه موجوده في الحدود الشمالي والحدود الجنوبي. This means corruption will continue. So the existence of President Kiir in power means that corruption will continue to exist. يعني الخدمات الأساسية ما هتكون موجودة، الحريات ما هتكون موجودة، حريات بالنسبة للأحزاب السياسية، حريات بالنسبة للناشطين السياسيين، حريات بالنسبة للمعلقين السياسيين والصحفيين. الاقتصاد هيظل موجود في غيبوبة، مش في غيبوبة، هيكون موجود مدفون ذاته. الاقتصاد خلاص دفنوه يا جماعة. It is in the grave already. The economy is not just in the coma. Okay? The economy is already buried. Our economy is buried. Yes. Because they are now talking about changing the currency.
أستاذ دنجد، إذا كان هم الأوفيشال في جنوب السودان ما في زول بيشيلوا جنيه في جيب.
I'm not seeing you, Jonkor. Is that my problem alone?
I'm sorry. Maybe أستاذ دنجد, do you see me?
I see two of you in front of me.
Okay.
Look like
then that's good.
Yeah. أنا قاعد أقوله إذا كان الأوفيشال الوزراء دايركتورز الناس شغالين ما بتلقى زول شايل جنيه جنوب سودان في جيبه، يعني 100 جنيه جنوب سوداني ولا 50 جنيه جنوب سوداني، بيشيل دولار. They are just
carrying beautiful the pound that.
You know, they are carrying dollars in their pocket.
So let me sum it up. I want to talk very seriously to all of you, my dear compatriots, the citizens of the Republic of South Sudan. We are discussing about what does President Kiir continuation in power means. So if President Kiir is allowed to continue in power, this means that we will continue to have insecurity. The country shall continue to be volatile in the area, as it is now very volatile. It means if President Kiir continue in power, we will continue to kill ourselves. Intercommunal fights will continue. Cattle raids will continue. Raping of women will continue. The killing of children will continue. War will continue. Whether in Bahr Ghazal or in Upper Nile or in Equatoria, war will continue. It means that our economy will continue dead like it is dead right now, and it is completely buried. It means that will not have basic services. So the continuation of President Kiir in power means that we will not exercise freedom of expression. All the political activities will continue to be killed. This is what it means for President Kiir to continue in power. I will come back later about the solution, because I'm now talking about the problem.
Yes.
I will come back to talk about the solution. But for now, let me give chance to my brother, Moses, to contribute.
Thank you a lot.
Go ahead. The podium is yours, my dear brother. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Ustaz Jonkor and Jonkor Mayol. Thank you very much. And I thank my brother, Dengdit Ayok. You have nailed it. you
Thank
have
you.
hit the iron while it is hot. I don't know what to say now. I would like to thank our viewers. There are many things to talk about, but I will summarize my talk in 3 points. First of all, the continuation of President Kiir and his government in South Sudan means there will be no legal safety, no physical safety, no material safety in South Sudan forever. So, because if you go to Juba,
No.
you will get discouraged. You know, you cannot tell the direction of a country when you listen to my in-law, Nasib Makwelwe, and another South Sudan TV. They will not tell you the direction of the country. If you want to know the direction of the country, where the country is going, see where the oil money is going. Ajat bital ilamda ma burik tijab tal bellet. The bellet much when. If you want to know where the country of South Sudan is heading, find where the money is going. You will find the money in Dubai, Zay John Korgalo Maran Fat. You find the money in Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Sudan. The continuation of President Kiir means we will continue to have the politics, tribal institutions, tribal armies in the country. يا أخي لما نجي time بتاع presidential decree أنت بتشوف وزارات ministers ماشيين لباني بيت باني بيت and ناس بتاع كنياجير ديل. See, that's the time the Darfurian and Nubians, they get a lot of money when there is a decree that is expected. So a president that welcome Banyi Bit more than intellectuals, I don't get it. So for you to see Kiir, you must be Banyi Bit, or you have to pay money to the bodyguard to allow you to see the president of the country. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. President Kiir doesn't understand what is economics. Who find best growth to oil da ijibulo eji was over zelegamat bed. But this is not how you manage the nation. This is not how you lead the people. And the thing is this: when a president or a leader cannot address the problem becomes the leader. Okay? And the leader becomes the problem. That's why we are talking against the government of President Kiir. Because our problem is underdevelopment. And President Kiir and his government, they cannot address the underdevelopment of South Sudan. Ya Nazdel Jamala Mantashuk. You don't separate between Guruj Bata SPLA as a party and Guruj Bata Dollar. It's mixed, it's fused together. Huh?
Yes.
So, the billet one party.
Yeah.
If we party Zato, finance my machine within the party.
Yes.
You see, the party of Kiir, and their democracy within the party. That's why we had the war in 2013. A president who does not want a party, political party, to be a democratic party. And you think South Sudan will be a democratic country? Yeah. It will never happen. So we are in a big problem in South Sudan. And unless Kiir step down, we will not see any development or any peace in South Sudan. We will only have unknown gun women, unknown gunmen in the country.
What is the obsession with the shilling? You know, we already have pounds in the country. What is the obsession with that?
You know the thing, we have discussed this 2 weeks ago. And I actually proposed that for South Sudan to have a credible monetary policy, yes, it's good to change the currency, because for one, the three reasons that I said last time. People are hiding money in their homes. They have disarmed, they have made the commercial banks to be powerless in the country. So if there is a good policy, you can change the money. But if you don't have a good policy to guide, to control the money, so the central bank can control the money with the commercial banks, it will be meaningless. But yes, I think it's a good idea. But the issue in Australia here, we have Australian dollars. There are 6 countries that have dollars in the world. Canada, US, in Liberia, in Africa.
In Brazil.
You see, New Zealand, about 6 nations. The currency itself, whether you call it shilling or dinar or real, cannot change anything. But how you manage the money, that's what make changes in the economy. If you allow the money to circulate.
That's what your network actually is really bad. أنا لو جبتك طوال I am for the barra. Go ahead.
My brother Kirkuju, Moses.
Yes.
I welcome you.
Thank you.
Sorry, last time I mispronounced your name. Forgive me for that.
That's okay.
So, President Salva Kiir has no plan to develop South Sudan. What he has is the politics of tribes, tribal armies. He destroyed the SPLA and he formed his own army, Tigers and MIs. Wakol Korbarao into Jesh Bato, national security. We don't know what will happen. Riak Machar into white Jesh Mabor. I don't know. P. Monotan Indum, Katiba Partit.
Wow, that's new.
That's new. That's new. Go ahead.
You see, you cannot lead a country when you are dividing the people. South Sudanese were divided by Dr. Riak and President Salva Kiir in 2013. Before this, South Sudanese were all united. They loved themselves. You can stay with the Keresh, Partit, Balanda, Nuer, Sholok, Equatorian, and there was no problem. But the tribal seat was sold by President Kiir in 2013. This is where the tribalism started to be a problem in South Sudan because of politics. يعني انت شايف كير عايز بلد يكون بس في فوضى. معظم وزارات في جنوب السودان ده وزير يبي يبني وزارة يلا يأجروا لحكومة. I have never found this. Instead دولة يكون عنده وزارات بتاع كل زول عمل بيته. For example, Nile Padda is a building of Tilari. They pay him $30,000 a month. You see, Ministry of Environment. They're building Dr. Luca Bio. There are so many ministers of SPLM. They own the country. Amala bas property betam bas. Ya nas fi SPLM biyabnu buyut amarat yalla yajuru la hakuma. Yukun wazara. So you are looting your own government.
Yeah, that's what the
Instead of
did
helping the government to be strong,
you're
looting your own government. What kind of mentality is this? Yes, Jonkor, do you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I was just, supporting that, what you have said. And a good question. The sabab, الرئيس in the Sharika, ARC, African Resources Corporation, alwa crude oil, the Wali, instruction from him, من market na guruja mujil Sharika bitaw the Wali right away. Well, why?
And
them ana guta 1 kilometers. The Sharika bita Kiir Mayadit, it costs $1 million. But with American standards, the Association of Highway and Road in the United States of America, the rule of thumb up, 1 mile is $1 million. So which is mean that, and give the example, road from Juba to Bor, 123 mile, that's $123 million. But with Salva Kiir constructing road from Juba to Bor is $615 million. يعني بمعنى $485 million paid $430 million. They have go,
yeah, it's all corruption. And that's one of the 4 evils. We always talk about this. Kiir is owning the whole nation. Amalu bas zay shantayet bato. Amalu shantayet bato bas. Into good boys bato. Uma they're good boys to Dr. John. I don't understand this. You see? Now some of the people have become victims in SPLM. They even hate the reason why they joined SPLM party. You see? So continuation of President Kiir mean we will have no legal rights as South Sudanese. There will be no legal safety, no physical safety, no material safety, economics. يعني إنسان جنوبي food is a prayer request. بيصلي عشان ربنا يديه أكل. In a country where you have the land, you have the Nile, and people are still, the government actually has is sponsored poverty and insecurity in the country. So the poverty that we are experiencing in South Sudan is sponsored by President Kiir government.
Yes.
And the insecurity, the President Kiir is paying money for those bad apples in the SPLA to terrorize people. There is a difference, Ajama, between respect. When I respect Kurkuju or Dengdit, there's a difference between respect and fear. Nobody respects President Kiir. They just fear him. So, and you think that people like him and they respect. No, President Kiir, nobody respects you in your government, let alone other suffering South Sudanese. People just fear their life. President Kiir now is not even looking after his own health. The first priority of a leader is to look after your health. He can't even walk, let alone to lead the country. So, Sherkapta Bolmelda is company with President Kiir. Yan zaman galo fi Sudan, yan atal lamantala kura fasad. Inta bedi you kick the ball to the pass le nasibak go and nasib jib gon.
At least, yeah.
Lanu kan yan kula haja ben nasib. Sadik Madi ma nasibu trabe. Kulu zol bedu kura gule ya nasib jib gon. That's what he's doing. Kiir is giving ayat kulu le relatives beto, in-laws, Bolmel with Doktu, Shield Company da, and Bolmel actually is the president of South Sudan. He's a king. He can kill you in South Sudan and nobody will say anything. People worship him in Juba. And he think he knows anything. Empty mind. He has nothing in his brain.
I know.
So these are the brain that he wants. We have empty minds.
We have one guy.
Okay.
I don't know. You hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Sir Jonko.
Yeah, we have one guy in Benediatna. And he was working with him. And, he knows actually what this company belonged to, the President Kiir, which is ARC, African Resources Corporation. هو كان under their mercy. أزول الشغال هو ما كان عارف ذاته زي ما أنت قلت يا أخي أزول هناك they can kill you, they can do anything. Okay. شغل تمام أخونا مشي هناك وزوج بسرعة طبعا أنت عارف نازل لما يلقوا قروش من داير يتزوج وشنو وكان عنده نسوان أصلا. بعد شوية مشي honeymoon somewhere برا out of country. The guy in the honeymoon he got fired.
Yeah, John Core, this tribal institution, but our President Kiir will continue. Because why do we need institution? Institution that because Moses Kirkuju or John Core, you cannot be in every place in the country. But if you have institution, they will serve the people. But President want to be the institution himself. So you go and pay the bodyguard to see him. You go and call for Banyabit to allow you in. And this mentality will never solve any problem of South Sudan. We'll have more problems every day. And the tribalism that was created in 2013 is going to continue. We need a new government so this spirit of tribalism can be dealt with. And South Sudanese can love themselves and live together. I remember in Khartoum, Nwerawi lo Shab Oktu, Junubia Gadini Azubu, our Bishetumo, Biduk Zol. These Nuer people, they are great people. They love people. Okay? Nefso haja le Dinka, nefso haja le Kulu Gabaya ta Junub Sudan. We never have any tribal problem until 2013. So when let me talk about economics and leave my brother also Kirkuju to talk. Because this topic, Jonko, need even more discussion, not one day thing. It's a big
more
topic.
episode about this, yes.
Yeah, it's a big topic. Ajama, when you see the resources that we have in South Sudan, shawal farm beta Junub Sudan, be $100 fi Dubai, akla min barmil jas.
Are you serious?
Yes, shawal farm because of the decline in the demand for oil or flights, tayrat ma machine, and there's less demand for oil. Yumkin asa is $30 to $40. But shawal farm, shilu min Juba, the wadiule Dubai, they use it for shisha
Yeah,
and
they use
Oh,
and
bakur
they
and
use
all
it
these things.
for
Arab, they love this.
yeah.
they use it for
It
If
like
if
makes
you
sense.
utilize that, if
Bujo.
you utilize that,
They like
okay?
to put laham beta the bula laham beta ganam. They like to put rocks, with the faham. And then
Yes,
biamalu, I don't know.
No, it makes sense because when you think about Al Kis Bitat Faham even for North America, it is
Yeah,
yes,
$5, $8.
Rabi.
So yeah.
yes.
Exactly. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
know this. I know this. I know this. I know somebody who made a lot of money just taking
Tajer
farm
Faham.
to Dubai,
Yeah.
and I told him, "You are very smart. Keep doing. It's better than stealing our royal money." So if you get good economists who can think about the welfare of the people and diversify the economy, so Al farm de بيجيب لنا ملايين الدولارات لجنوب السودان بيدفع ما هي للناس كله في جنوب. Let's forget about oil. ناس كير أكلوا مع relative at all. And you have agriculture, and organic food, and anything that we grow in South Sudan, we still don't use fertilizers. So they are very organic food. You can even import them to Israel and to Europe, and you will make a lot of money. But Kir is happy to eat banana after Uganda.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to grow his own banana in South Sudan. So we have a big problem. We had a bad start as a country. And I think Uncle Kwal Manyang should tell Kir to step down because he is the one who put people in this mess. Galo agot fi kursi. Ze kursi bita betum bas. So this culture of SPLM, mabu farek ben guruj bita national money and party money is going to continue. They treat institution like family business. They don't want a strong institution. Was at the Dengit institution.
Yes.
Italo mashet fi junub wazarat be gabail. Temshi public service will go kulu equatorian. Temshi shilu file batak to employment ya dobara. If you have a problem with them. Temshi wazara filan kulu denka tel go where kulu shul yan. These are not institutions that we need in South Sudan. People didn't just go
Yes.
to fight for 21 years so you can come and build your tribal institution. Fi wazarat, you start from director general to undersecretaries and deputy ministers. These people, they are the institution. But nas messengers, murasalat, from grade 17
Mm.
all the way to grade 5, they have no power in South Sudan. In terms of guide to Wazara, you have no assignment. Mafi job description. Well, Tawana, you don't know the difference between somebody who is employed and somebody who is unemployed in South Sudan right now. Because in Lo Shakalo, you don't have salary. What's the difference?
Yes.
That's a modern slavery that I've been telling people. Kiir Gadis Tamarku is washing the illiterate mind.
Yeah.
Our people. I will say this in Dinka. Mwanjang Koikwa, Kiir has lied to you that this is our government. This is not government of Dinka. If it is government of Dinka, why didn't he build a hospital in Warab? Why didn't he build the best school like
In his
Rumbek
own
Shadom?
village. In his
Huh?
own village of Akon.
Yeah. Why didn't he build the best school? In Aliab now, there is no secondary school. People who fought the British and liberate Mangala and other places have no secondary school. Is this the government of Dinka? So don't accept the lies. We should not buy this cheap politics that this is a Kumapta Dinka, we have to protect it. It is a lie. If there is a government of Dinka, you will see Dinka right now. I'm telling you, the number one bakers in Juba are Dinka. Nas be a shadow fishaware. I'm telling this, I'm a Dinka. I know it. Al Nas be a shadow. Poor people suffering on the street of Juba are Dinka people. Where is your government here? is that you have a government and you are begging. Nas maogin talgo fi sharia be shadow. Most beggars in South Sudan are Dinka. Who made them to be beggars? All my life, since I was born in Aliab, I've never seen Dinka begging, except during Kiir time. We don't have beggars. Now we created the culture of beggars, culture of unknown gun women and unknown gun men. By the way, don't be surprised. There are unknown gun women in hotels.
Of course, yeah.
So we need to reject this lie that this is a Dinka government. That's not a Dinka government. I'm a Dinka. I don't feel that this is my government too. So, and other brothers of Equatorians, let's love ourselves. This tribalism will go because it was just created recently in 2013. As I said, I grew up in Wow. Great for auxilium. Jam kanisa ta Catholic da. Jam Wow Deo, Jam Musay Salatibi, Ubadin Masra Wow. I never go in Nazareth.
Auxilium.
Cry for 1 hour. But your mother said every morning. People struggle. Not Tibo. Up to now, people are still struggling. Yan jana bimshi madarsa fi madaras ta Kiir jana jaa na yimshi fam shuna jama fi yal sabah عشان تقوم جنا عشان يمشي مدرسة ما داير يمشي بكورك لأنه جان
وفي 288 مليون كل شهر بيجي لجنوب السودان بعد ما يدفعوا بايب اويل ضرائب شركات 288
وانت الرئيس اكل بدفقوه في بيت الرئيس. That's a shame. So these kinds of believers, this kind of mentality, we don't want this government, because this government of President Kiir, its continuation means the continuation of suffering of our people. People who should respect us, the Kenyan, Uganda, they laugh at us. Egyptian, when they started the independent, one South Sudanese pound can't come Geneva Masri. Yan $100, 1 pound is like 50 cents US. Can't be maintained. When you have 100, 200 pound, this is 100 US. Very strong currency. Everybody was respecting us. People don't understand. When your money is strong, you will be respected.
Your economy.
It's not when you have strong bodyguards. Judge with our bodyguards, Kuliyom, driving president with a high speed. Deep, the way they drive him, Kiir is already a dead man walking. High speed, terrorizing people on the street. You don't understand. Where are you running? Where are you going? And then when they arrive, they don't say anything meaningful. Now, Jarin was mustajilin. Machine when? Machine to Gulushun, machine Tamulshun, nothing. And the country is going backward. Kenya now don't respect us because we don't have a strong government. For us to be respected, we need the government that is democratic. We need the rule of law in the country, not the rule of unknown gunmen. We need a president that will be respected, not the president that people fear him and assume that people like him. So I will stop here. And if you have a question, you can ask me. But the issue of printing money is a good policy. We have new currency, but it needs a strong policy to control the money. So people can put the money in the banks and empower the commercial banks to give loans. Because the only way banks make money is through interest rate. Give loan to business, to farmers, so they can help in the, have economic activities or be productive.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ustaz Moses Adwar and Ustaz Dengdi Ayok. I'm going to go ahead and give chance to, brother-in-law, Kurukuju Babu Muradama. Welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. I hope you are settled now. You move, from that place to Calgary. So welcome. And I want to give you an opportunity also to weigh in with your perspective. And then I will get back to you, Ustaz Dengdi and Moses later, so you can conclude. So, Moses, please.
Good.
Thank you very much, brother-in-law, brother Jankor. First of all, I would like to salama. I know that you have some health concern واقع صحية زي ما إنه العرب بيقولوا, and good that you recover and you are here. So we miss concerned citizen on your prime time last week, and a special greeting to the panelists. My name, Brother Moses here, and Brother Deng. So
Yeah.
good to see you guys again, and
Thank you, Brother Kirkuju. Yeah, good to see you
with
too.
you. Thank you. Privileged to be with you in this pristine panel. And this topic, you brought it up. What does it mean? You know, Kiir staying in power or prolonging Kiir time in power. It is a broad topic, man. There is a lot. لأنه if you pick, you know,
thousands of answers.
an orphan child from any street in South Sudan, they will give you a long list. Okay, that is their wish list. Okay, and this dream will never come through because this guy, as the South Sudanese been saying, just sitting on top and doing nothing. This is a Kiir style. I'm just trying to inject some humor here, so you know. But let me get into it because I have those two gentlemen. They cover a lot of it, but when people look at it from a different perspective, it is different. Okay, because somebody talk about taraktarat, for example. Let me just take that crazy example. Okay, President decide to bring 1,000 Alf tractor. Okay, well, Alf tractor, when they showcase it on the TV, there is no any tools behind those tractor. Mafi mehras. Okay, this is what I saw. I don't know, maybe you guys saw something else. Okay, التراكتر براو جس الهيد بتاعت البابور اللي انه زي ما بيسموه السودانيين هيعمل شنو؟ يزرع كيف؟ يقلب الارض كيف؟ اوكي، يكون بذور في الارض كيف؟ ما انت جايبه من اجل انتاج. اوكي، سو على الاقل المفروض انه يكون في مهراس، في معدات بتاع الزراعه، في معدات بتاع الرش ومش عارف ايه وكلام بالشكل ده. So there should be a tools. اوكي، لكن تراكترات جابهم بس ما في tools behind it. اوكي، this is a prime example على اساس انه there is no planning in place. يعني التراكترات ده هيجيبوه كيف؟ مراكز بتاع الصيانه وين الميكانيكيه اللي انه بيسينوا تراكترات ديل، ومراكز ده يوزعوه كيف strategically across the country على اساس انه يكون في موقع معين، مثلا في كل ولايه ولا في كل وضع استراتيجي في خبراء على الاقل في 20 في 50 جنوب يتدربوا على اساس انه they can understand to fix the tractor. Let us leave it aside. This is just an example. لكن let me start with my list. I think security, عدم وجود الأمن, this is a big thing. أو عدم وجود الأمن ده فيه كل الحاجات التانية. Okay? فيه الأمن الصحي، الأمن الغذائي، الأمن الاقتصادي, and everything include تحت المظلة بتاعت الأمن الكبير. This security, it includes so many things because the other day I was talking about Turkey. Okay? And this is a prime example. I keep pulling him. You know, maybe nothing personal about the guy, but he's just unlucky dog. Okay? زي كلب اللي بيكون ماشي في الشارع أولاد بيشيلوا هجاره بيبدأ بيفنوا فيه. Okay? بيضربوه بس through the hill كله. So I am sorry for using that bad analogy. لكن if you pick somebody like Tutko, مستشار الأمن القومي, does he understand what الأمن القومي entail? Okay, ما فيه oxygen ذاته. لأنه somebody can come and open gas siren or whatever in the air ويقتل الجنوبين. Does he understand على أساس إنه في سلاح زي ده؟ Okay, something just you breathe it in the oxygen. الموية الجنوبين بيشربوا ده، سمك اللي بياكلوا. Okay, and so many. مش إنه أكل كور بمسدساته وأنون gunmen وأنون gun women. I don't know. I just learned about it today. This is another thing to add it. Okay. National security is not about الناس بتاع السلاح ده. لأنه there is intelligence. Okay. حتى المعلومات بتاع الدولة، كمبيوترات يودر من مكتب بتاع رئيس جمهورية. How much information are in those computers? I hope there is nothing on it. يمكن يكون فيه شوية أغاني وشوية صور وكلام بالشكل ده. لكن لما جهاز بتاع كمبيوتر اكتفي من مكتب بتاع رئيس جمهورية كان ليك من قروش. Okay? This is such information you cannot value it with any money. And this is something we heard about it, and people لا يبالون. And such thing will continue because, you know, ما قالوا ما بالك بأهل البيت إذا كان رب البيت دارب الطبل. بمعنى إنه أهل البيت كله هيكونوا رقاصين ورقاصات ومغنواتية ومش عارف إيه وكلام بالشكل ده. Okay? So أمام under that الأمبريلا بتاعت الأمن ده يهو بيدخل فيه مرض. اوكي مرض اهلنا بيموتوا بامراض يوميا ما في مراكز صحيه ما في مستشفيات وهم you know those اللي انه في مراكز بتاعت الباور they have access على اساس انه to go to India to go to Dubai to go wherever to Uganda to Kenya whatever للدول الجواري تعالجوا حتى انه they can come to Western Hemisphere زي ما انه الرئيس كان عايزين يودوا المانيا عشان انه يتعالج. اوكي وبعد كده because of security purpose they reset السفر بيقولوا للألمانيين give us the cost بتاعت إنه المركز الصحي اللي إنه will require treatment بتاع الرئيس how much it will build bring it okay bring it بكونتينرات ركبوه في جوبا عشان إنه بين لازم إنه يكون قريب جنب J1
عشان يتعالج عشان لأن لو مشى يمكن يحصل حاجة.
anything can happen. Look at that mentality. They don't care about the money. They are willing to pay. جيب النيرسز والدكاترة
كلهم
accommodate them. Okay ده وضع بتاع بلدنا. So what is this? ليه مستشفى ده ما بنوا من the moment of declaration of independence على أساس إنه if such thing happen رئيس وغيرهم بيعالجوا فيه. Okay but because Ben is not feeling well they are willing to على حسابنا وده كله ديون. Okay when with compound interest.
ترى الإجازة من ألمانيا لجنوب السودان عشان بي.
Yeah you know I am not an economist, and this is something from a very reliable source. We are not making it up, okay? For very reliable source, how they said and decide to tweak everything to reset it. Now, come بيموتوا with fever, بملاريا, بإسهال, بتايفويد. ده أمراض إنه ناس في العالم الأول نسوا تماما, okay? People worry about corona. ربنا رحمنا decide not. Corona just visits to South Sudan وقف خجل. You know, what am I gonna do with those people? If I came in, ما في زول هيحيا. Okay? That is why ربنا أدانا pass. Okay? سحابة غطانا. Now, نمشي لموضوع بتاع الجو. Okay? قالوا من لا يملك قوته لا يملك قراره. And this is whereby لأنه الجودة ذاته beside في إنه لما when you are healthy eating you can overcome so many minor diseases. Immune system will be strong. Okay? malaria ما بيرمي كل شوية. Typhoid ما بيجي. إسهال وهمية TB will never touch you. And so many other diseases. Okay? ده بس بالأكل الصحي. Okay? وبلدنا زي ما انتوا قلتوا we have fertile land ما محتاج لأي حاجة to be added on زي ما انه أنجلو بيدا قالوا للبرلمانيين السودانيين تراب بتاع جنوب السودان ده تراب كويس I will just quote him إذا كان زرع أي حاجة بقوم شال إذا كان زرع مسمار بقوم ليتا مسامير أوكي شوف سكة المبالغة لو إذا زرعت مسمار بدل أنه يزدى بيقوم لك أوكي So إحنا ما محتاجين على أساس إنه نجيب خضروات من يوغندا. أي حاجة ممكن إنه يزرعوا لو إذا في أمن وفي استقرار. أوكي؟ أهلنا بس يقعدوا يزرعوا. أوكي؟ Now ده هيستمر موت من جو، موت من عدم إنتاج. People cannot cultivate, people cannot do anything. ده استمرارية بتاعت كير في السلطة. تخلف والجهل وعدم التعليم. How many kids across South Sudan, they don't have access to education? And it keep adding up. Like في كم generation 4 5 6 سنة ما مشوا مدارس. Okay? This is delay. بمعنى إنه عندنا عندنا شعب متخلف 8 سنين عن شعوب بتاعت العالم كله they never have access to school. Okay? ما this is a full generational gap. ما في طريقة للتعليم. شوف الامباكت بتاعه in a long run. ما لما when their time come لو إذا فكرنا في مصر اوكي التوظيف والدفعات مثلا لما يكون في دولة بتاع مؤسسات ما هو في زمن بيجي الجيل بتاع 8 سنة ولا 10 سنة الحالي ما موجودين ما في منهم خريجين like النسبة ممكن انه يكون 2 ولا 3%. So what are you gonna do to fill that gap? This is another concern. ده استمرارية بتاع كير في السلطة. اوكي اكتساب والقتل والنهب، اكتساب النساء واكتساب الكل، لانه في جنوب السودان بيكتسبوا الرجال just to humiliate them ويصوروك ومش عارف ايه وكلام بالشكل ده على اساس انه to be blackmail with. ده جزء من استراتيجيه بتاعت الجفرمنت apparatus على اساس انه to be humiliated. انت هتقول شنو؟ اغتصبوك في بلو هاوس ولا whatever، انت هتمرق تونس كيف يعني؟ هترفع صوتك؟ ما بيقول الفيديو ده بيقول شويت للدنيا. اوكي اولاد بيكتسبوهم، خليك من نسوان ولا عجائز والاطفال وغيرها وما شابه ذلك. This thing will continue. اوكي في مراكز بتاعت الامن people who are wearing uniform ولابسين علم بتاع جنوب السودان وشايلين سلاح بتاع جنوب السودان بيستخدموا مواردنا على اساس انه to continue يعذبونا. نهب الاراضي والممتلكات. ما this is the سمة من سمات بتاعت الحكومة. اوكي somebody like نسيب سلفا كير بيجي في محكمة يضرب سلاح في محكمة باو غرغوري يشيل اوراق من المحكمة يفوت بيه، يتورط في قتل بتاع زول زي الشيخ فواد بسبب انه اراضي بتاعت المنظمة.
ايوه شيخ فواد في واو.
نعم فواو
يا
اوكي وده جزء في صميم الحكومة، ناس within the government who are doing that. محكمة كنسلوا they call it off، قرار جاء من فوق جاء من وين ما معروف. اوكي الحاجات الزي بيستمر وفي نماذج كتير across South السودان. اوكي ده استمرارية بتاعت كير في السلطة كل يوم. ما those things are happening under his watch. اوكي عدم التنمية بتاعت طرق ووسائل الاتصال، شبكات بتاعت الاتصالات، وسائل بتاعت النقل ومش عارف وكلام ده كله. يا هو you guys talk about it بالارقام الغريب ده، شوارع مضروب ومش عارف ايه، ما في صيانه ما في شنو. حتى الشارع اللي was been gifted by American government من نملي للجوبا. Okay, I drove through it from Kampala. Okay, that was 6 years ago. الشارع بدأ يقفل already لأنه ما في صيانة، جزء منه مويه غرغرو. And أيضا a road signage where will tell you there is a steepy road or there is a sharp turn قش قفلهم so you will not see it. زول بيكون جاي بسبيد من هناك ما في sign will tell you على أساس إنه there is a sharp curve around the corner. Whoop you lose control of the vehicle. وانت لو اذا لاحظت في الطريق بتاع جوبا نومالي الحوادث ده كله بيكرر نفسه في اماكن زي ده. اوكي because there is no speed limit, there is no control, so ما في صيانه. اوكي الرود signages are very very important to keep it visible على اساس انه driver see it and they communicate, they control the vehicle through it. ما قاعد يحصل. This is something I witnessed it وما حاجه زول قاعد يقوله. every محل فيه لفه نومالي ده ما وزي ده up and down. اوكي sharp turn ده الحته اللي انه فيه حوادث ناس قاعدين يموتوا. اوكي ده تنميه انسى شبكات بتاعت الاتصال there is nothing at all. اوكي يعني رئيس عشان انه يعمل مؤتمر صحفي to deliver a speech to address security council يمشي مكتب بتاعت يونيمس على اساس انه يكاتب. You guys watch it, right?
Yeah, that what they
Yes.
you know ما عشان كده انا كلمت عن طياره قبل، لان ده حاجات كل مره لما تفكروا
ده مستوى بتاع الدولة.
Very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Very embarrassing.
So shameful.
We are in 21st century. الحاجات الثانية أنساو completely. Okay? ده البنية التحتية من كباري والطرق ومش عارف ايه، يعني كوبري بتاع جوبا العمره 70 سنة ولا 80 سنة، مش عملوا بروباغندا كبير، they beat coronavirus protocol and everything، عملوا انتراج كبير افتتاح بتاعه، تفتتي شنو؟ حاجة الجنجور منتهي وعمره الافتراضي اساسا انتهى، شوية بوهيا ومش عارف ايه وكلام بالشكل ده. اوكي، بنية تحتية انسى، ما في اي حاجة في البلد. اوكي، ده استمرارية بتاع كير في السلطة. ده السبب انه الجرارات اللي انه بتكون جايه من يوغندا ولا جايه بتموين ولا whatever بيقلب في السكة، بضاعة بيبوظ، وبعد كده التاجر تلت بضاعة الوصل هو عايز يعمل ربح بتاعه عشان انه to cover the cost بتاعت الانتاير تريلر. سو بالتالي بيعمل انفليشن بالنسبة للأسعار 3 4 5 أضعاف، ما في كنترول فيه. ده استمرارية بتاع كير في السلطة. اوكي، عدم وجود سيادة الدولة. This is something المجال الجوي بتاع جنوب السودان are controlled by Khartoum, and we witness it. Rais was delayed because of Galak في Khartoum. They cannot airway, there is no way على أساس إنه to give an okay to save للرئيس to come into the country. وينو سيادة
to land down.
اوكي، كابيا جنجة وفرن نحاس، ذهب، يورانيوم، مش عارف ايه كلام ده. now we don't have control over it. أبيي في قلب جنوب السودان هنا who got control over it؟ ما في. normally حتى normally ذاته المساحة was been given to Ugandan على أساس إنه to advance into land of جنوب السودان. المثلث ما كينيا هناك بتاع لومي or whatever you call it، ما هو وينو سيادة الدولة؟
الحدود بتاعنا، اراضي بتاعنا قاعدين بيشيلوا جيران.
طائرات بيدخل وبينزل من جنوب السودان، ما في زول بيعرف انه طائرات ده تبع منو. اوكي، and there is so many things. لو اذا عندنا اجانب في مكتب رئيس الجمهورية، عندنا اجانب في وزارة الداخلية، في مكتب بتاع جوازات، في وزارة الخارجية، في المكاتب السرية وما شابه ذلك، وين سيادة هذا الدولة؟ اوكي، ده استمرارية بتاعت كير في
السلطة.
في السلطة. كير الدستور، somebody mentioned something about constitution. دستور كير يهوى الدستور ذاته، لأنه ده سبب إنه ويهوى الدستور. ده سبب إنه أنا بقول البرلمان بتاع الترزية كان بالرئاسة بتاع مكنة because بيفصلوا قوانين وتشريعات عشان إنه تفيد سروال بتاع الرئيس. اوكي، however he like it، ياهو قوانين بيصنعوا في الدستور على اساس انه تفولفيل الوش بتاع الرئيس. then ما في دستور، ما هو يا الدستور ذاته he's the one making the law. اوكي، making the law. بعد كده البرلمان الكرتوني، برلمان الموافقون، اللي انه احنا بنعرف اغلبيته الجهله لا يعرفون القراءه والكتابه، بدليل انه اجازوا قانون يعمل استقطاعات لمرتباتهم وهم ما بيعرفوا ده قانون صوتوا عليه. بعد ما انه مرتبات جاء ناقص they complain قالوا له oh ما this is what you
vote
stipulation اللي انه you passed last week يا نقص مرتبات بتاعتكم. ده برلمان بتاع جنوب السودان،
برلمان غير محترم،
برلمان أكومتوك. اوكي،
في ام بيز يا كركوجو ما اقطع ديسك، في ام بيز بيكون قاعد ما قاعد يتكلم all these years they don't talk. I used to go to the parliament when they are passing the budget and I got a good folk in our Malta journalist as a technical staff sometime. So they don't talk. ما بيكلم MP that does not talk. I've never found this in the world.
إذا أنت المكتب برلمان بيسموه شنو جهاز تشريعي، إذا أنت لا تعرف القراءة والكتابة المرجعية بتاعك في التشريع بيكون شنو؟ أوكي، حتى لو إذا كنت في اللجنة بتاعت أمن ولا لجنة بتاعت علاقات خارجية ولا لجنة اقتصادية ولا لجنة شنو، ما أنت مفروض إنه يكون عندك مرجعية. أوكي، دراية بتاعت القراءة والكتابة. so ده برلمان وين في الدنيا؟ لأنه ده سبب إنه يقول ده برلمان الموافقون. اوكي، سو موافقون رئيس رفع يده عيد خلاص اي زول بيعيد. ده استمراريه بتاعت كير في السلطه. استمراريه بتاعت كير في السلطه بيدينا دوله بتاعت المحسوبيه والمهابه. unqualified people, unfit people بيتبوى مراكز مرموق جدا جدا في الدولة.
نعم.
And let me go to my good friend Turkey again. مستشار الأمن القومي.
Yes.
Okay? People hear it over and over. لما يمشي في مصر عايز يجتمع مع السيسي بيشيل معه مترجم عشان انه يترجم له العربي المصري بتاع السيسي so that he can understand it. وبعد كده مترجم يشيل كلام بتاع توت كيو يترجمه للسيسي ولا لمستشار الامن القومي المصري. then مع المترجم ده عينه بس مستشار الامن القومي.
وقاعد يتكلم عربي.
يا ده بيتكلم عربي.
بيتكلم عربي.
خليك من انه مشى anywhere. اوكي مشى تشاينا ده قصه ثاني براو. جاء امريكا forget about it. Okay, even he will not pass security check عشان انه يجي امريكا ده قصه ثاني براو.
Actually بالمناسبه ده American they don't like him لانه هو كان شغال مع المؤتمر الوطني. قال الدول ده we are not trusting him. لان تتذكر
دولة بشير.
Yeah, they don't like him actually.
بيجي بقول شنو مع امريكان ذاته لما يقعد مع مايك بومبي زول بتاعت CIA هو هيقول شنو معه ذاته يعني في مستوى بتاع التفكير ولا ده قصه ثانيه براو. سو استمراريه بتاع كير يا بيجيب لنا النوعيه ده بيجيب لنا نوعيه زي وزير الصحه. اوكي
ايوه
بتاعت المحسوبيه والمهابه. اوكي and the list will go on and on and on. It will never end. ده استمراريه بتاعت
يا اخي معقول انا معلش لقطه حديثك. الدوله دي دوله جنوب السودان دي اللي فيها كوادر مؤهله ناس متعلمه وناس فاهمين to be represented by such people. يعني انا شفت في يعني مش ابدو مجال في بقول على شنو ده المركز السوداني للاعلام عشان هو يتكلم يخاطب عشان يخاطب في ناس من الدول العربيه
خاتب النبخه
عشان يخاطب عشان يتكلم. ولا يا سو هنا جينا وما اعرف ايه كلام بتاع طير في الباغير كلام يعني والله I feel so bad. This is my national pride for my country.
طير في الباغير.
You know الكلام شنو ده I don't know.
ده استمرارية بتاع كير في رئاسة الجمهورية will continue to bring noise to the كتير. Okay, and we will see them and we have to deal with them. Okay, going with that title. That is why أنا قلت why I'm sending my kids to school. أبوي وداني مدرسة بونغو سنة 77 لي. ما somebody cannot write his name. التايتل بتاعه ذاته ما بيعرف اسم تايتل بتاعه شنو. يتمتم فيه ويأكل كشمه. Okay, ده استمرارية بتاع كير في السلطة. يا هو بيجيب لنا النوعية ده. Is this the kind of country that we want to be part of it? I don't think so. استمرارية بتاع كير بيكون في عدم جهاز أمن قومي، عدم شرطة قومية، عدم حرس سجون قومي وما شابه ذلك. In they are composition and character. Okay? Seriously. Nothing against my in-laws. لكن هل بتاعت أمن في جوبا يسألوني بالليل ولا فراجة يقول لي دورية يقول لي أجينا؟ Seriously? Why?
That's the point we make, yeah.
Who empowered them? Okay? This is wrong. عايزين جهاز أمن قومي اللي بيمثلنا. Okay? Composition of our people in its character, you see, الواناتيف بتاع جنوب السودان, and also to be professional in their contact. Okay? مش إنه ناس شالين سلاح ولابسين بدل بس. No. بمخ. البدلة ده هم قاعدين يعملوا شنو؟ هم بيعرفوا أي حاجة عن إنه الإسباناج تخابر الدولي سرقة معلومات وما شابه ذلك وده أخطر من أي حاجة. أوكي؟ أنت ماشي بمسدسك ماسك راسك كل شوية تصلى وتشوف نسوان خلاص راجل ماشي ما مرة سمع أنت بديت إنه تكشف مسدس بتاعك. This is what you are doing. ده نموذج بتاعت الأمن اللي إنه إحنا بنعرفه بتاعت الاستخبارات ومخابرات. ضابط مخابرات مين اللي إنه محتاج إنه يعرفه؟ You will never know that. Never at all. Okay. بتاعت استخبارات العسكرية ذاته زملاء في القيادة العامة ياو بيعرفوا.
Yeah, that's it.
يا كيركوجو بوليس ساكت في أستراليا هنا ما في زول معتاد ذات يعرف بوليس بيمشي بيونيفورم يمشي يلبس في مال شغل ما بيطلع من بيت بيونيفورم.
بتاعت مباحث أي زول بيعرف إنه ده بتاع مباحث. طيب وبيجا بتاع مباحث كيف؟ title ده how he continue to have that title. إذا هو بتاع مباحث وايد زول بيعرفه ده بتاع مباحث. Okay. ده ما دولة لأنه we want to be part of it. Okay. عايزين مؤسسات ده تكون قومية in their composition and character and professional the way how they conduct themselves. لأنه هم ديل ياو unknown gunmen، هم ديل ياو طلع على عندك، هم ديل ياو بينهبوا بيكتسبوا وبيقتلوا لأنه بالسلاح بتاع الدولة، هم ديل ياو بيعجروا أسلحة لمجرمين عشان إنه يمشي ينفذوا به جرائم. ما ده تقرير بتاع حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not the country that we want to be part of it. وجود بتاع كير في السلطة، نظام القضائي هو يا القانون زي ما أنا قلت، هو الدستور هو يا القانون. لأنه في أي دولة رئيس بيعين مدرسين قضاء، ده حاصل في جنوب السودان. زول ما قرأ قانون ما عنده أي خلفية في قانون، يعني إنه قاعد كيف يعني؟ ما ده سبب بتاع إضراب ومظاهرات بتاع حياة القضائية في نقاب القضاء في جوبا. اوكي، ناس جابوا مدرسين مواطنين كتبة شنو ادوم تايتل بتاع جاج باي ذا بريسيدنت. اوكي، رئيس الهيئة القضائية لا يحترم القانون، يجي يعمل فوضى في مطار على اساس انه عنده وضع استثنائي فور هيز فاميلي. لما حكومة بتاع كير ويجي تلفون من رئاسة الجمهورية على اساس انه let him go and quarantine himself. ولو اذا كسر قانون قدام العالم كله في مطار he will go and quarantine himself with his family. ده نوعية ده هيستمر وجود بتاع كير في السلطة. I am wrapping it up. You know وجود بتاع كير في السلطة بيكون ما في دولة بتاع مؤسسات and we have seen it. okay. الاختصاصات بتاع الصلاحيات ما عنده حدود. وزير الصحة داخل في اختصاصات بتاع وزير التربية، في اختصاصات بتاع وزير التعليم العالي، بوليس داخل في شغل بتاع الجيش. زول عنده حفلة بيجيب جيش أو بيحرسوا حفلة بتاعه، مش عارف عنده حراسة في بيت جيش من 200 بيحرس. اوكي، جيش بيحرسوا ضباطهم فقط، لكن VIP ده مسؤولية بتاعت انه شرطة.
Yes.
اوكي، وفي قوات خاصة بتاعت حماية بتاعت VIP، لكن جيش انه يحمي VIP ده ما في. كل حاجة ملخبط في بلدنا. therefore استمرارية بتاع كير we will continue to see الحاجات الزي ده بيحصل. استمرارية بتاع كير في السلطة، تكلمت عن حرية بتاع الرأي ده معروف. لكن في حاجة مهم جدا جدا في استمرارية بتاع كير في السلطة، بمعنى انه خطر لاصحاب العقول زي امثالكم النبكة the intellectuals. قتل بتاع العقول وتحجيره. لو اذا انت في جنوب السودان ما قتلوك لازم انه يحجروك تبقى خارج الدولة، لانه عايزين التجم والمغفلين والتراتير وما شابه ذلك عشان انه يقعدوا في مجالسهم. لكن انت جاي خبير اقتصادي كبير في التب or whatever، ما قتلوا دكاترة مميزين جدا جدا يعني في انحاء العالم. اوكي،
the best brain.
4 5 6 موتهم في الجبل.
والطيارين يا استاذ كريكوجو.
نعم، ما دي
طيارين حقنا شردهم، انا لقيت واحد هنا.
قتل والتحجير بتاعت العقول. ده استمرارية بتاع كير في السلطة. and this conversation will go on and on and on. وزي ما انه انا قلتها في بداية، عايزين نرجع للأرامل ونرجع للنسوان بتاعت الهيروز اللي انه بيشهدوا في شوارع بتاع جنوب السودان. they push them to the extent على اساس انه يتورطوا في نشاط بتاع دعارة ودعارة الرخيص. okay. they contract diseases، ما في protection، ما في حماية بالنسبة لهم، ما في treatment. ده الوضع الميؤوس بتاعت شعبنا. okay. therefore I am adding my voice. Kiir must go, and Kiir must go yesterday, not today. Okay, and I hope there is so many people with the little 1 cent that I drop it. There is so many reasons that will provoke us as South Sudanese to unite, to put our hand together, regardless of our political differences, regardless of our political affiliation, religious belief, sexual orientation, color of our skin, or whatever. we have to unite to push this government away, because it will be selfish. Al Assassin, you see it all and you continue to be silent. If you are silent, sukut b'maana innu alama b'ta' rida. If you are silent, you are not vocaling, you are not saying anything, then you are supporting what is happening. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I appreciate your time, patiently waiting with me. I hope I add something to this conversation, and so many will come and enrich it. So thank you very much. I will exit direct, but I will be listening.
Absolutely.
How I wish you continue to go on and talk. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirkuju, you have to know there are unknown gun women too.
Yeah,
this is a new piece of information.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Nasib Kurkuju, for valuable, perspective. Yes, 10,000 reasons. If Kiir stay, we will continue to suffer, and young one, orphan, widows, they will continue. 10,000 reasons and more reasons. Everybody have an answer for this question. Every South Sudanese who is really suffering, who is feeling it, will have answer for this question. Thank you so much. And I want to give chance to both gentlemen so we can go ahead and you can conclude your point here.
I will just say a few points and leave Dengi to conclude.
Okay, go ahead. I will leave you. Go
yes,
ahead.
I like his conclusion. He knows how to conclude things very well. I thanks Brother Moses Kurkuju for his great ideas, his great contribution. This is not just a drop of water. This is a huge contribution, my brother. Well, let's go back to the key questions.
Yep.
I've said that if President Kiir continue, Dinka will be number one beggars in Juba forever. So you have to know that. And we don't need to believe the lie that this is a Dinka government. And some less understanding Dinka will come and believe that this is our government. This was just a tactics of fighting. Because Kiir Arif, لما نقول ده حكومة بتاع دينكا ناس هيمشوا ناس المامو مثقفين وما متعلمين they will go and fight for the government. بعد ما حكومة ذاته to win the war بيجي يقولوا ده حكومة بتاع ريك في ريك ذاته في ريك تعبانين زي ناس دينجي ده. Okay, يمشي يقول لا لا ده حكومة بتاع one and a quite, so it goes even to their family. So what kind of government is that? So I personally, I believe this government of President Kiir is an irresponsible government. It should not continue. We, the intellectuals and South Sudanese who love the country, please, let's not support lies. The famous Bugul, Denka Bugul, the Che Yakchok Bachat.
Yes.
So, when Chikir Yakchok Bachat should not continue.
Absolutely.
This is not a Dinka government. Dinka government where? Dinka, if we are the beggars, number one beggars in Juba, is it our government? The people now start to disrespect Dinka because of President Kiir, not because they hate Dinka. And Dinka has a lot of intellectual people in South Sudan. Do you want your reputation to be spoiled because of a less understanding president like Kiir? No way. President Kiir must go. Because he cannot do anything to Arab or Awan, let alone the whole South Sudan. He is not even benefiting from the money that he has stolen. This money will be taken in the banks. One day you will mark my words. Even his children, his own children, will not benefit from the money that is stealing from the oil money. So we have to say the truth that this is not a Dinka government. It should go. It should go. Don't believe the lie. We Monjang, we alwel akuma jeng, Kiragilko, Shane Monjang, and all this. Elwet.
Yes.
Na kuma monjang wenchen school panalia wenchen school fi awil wenchen school fi Rumbek fi Warap. The best school Rumbek Sanuya. Nong Rumbek Sanuya cheloy mani and Kiir benya loktak. Nothing. There's nothing that people will remember Kiir apart from rapping, unknown gunmen, unknown gunwomen, apart from stealing oil money, apart from being a weak leader. That people like Yori Museveni cannot even respect him and they laugh at him. So we need to be wise citizens, not to be loyal to individuals because they are from Dinka or from Nuer or from Equatorial. This culture has to be changed. It is you and I that will change it. I will never believe that if somebody tell me kill Nuer or Equatorian, I will not kill them. Why would I kill them? They are not against Dinka. They are against the bad governance of President Kiir. If a smart Dinka with a brain come in and lead the country, all these people will love him like Dr. John. Yes, we don't expect all president to be PhD. We are not saying president should be PhD holder. No. We are just saying he should be a responsible leader.
Yep.
To lead the country. Establish institution, not this tribal institution, tribal armies, tribal politics that is running, that is going on in the country. So this is what I can say. In terms of economics, President Kiir will never manage the economy. Even if you look at the Economic Crisis Committee, there are no professional economists in that committee. How would they address the economic problem?
Yep.
You put politicians to address the economic problem, it doesn't work. You need technical, professional economists. You see, professional economists that can really put down the policy, the plan, and make sure that plan is implemented. But what I know, whatever good plan you have, that will not give them a chance to steal. As you said, Jongor, we are good in writing documents only, but with the Kiir, they can't implement anything that will change. So if Kiir is not changed, nothing will change. This is the fact. Junubin, they will continue to hate themselves for nothing. You will hate even your own brother.
Yeah.
So Kiir is sponsoring poverty and insecurity in the country. I've never seen this. A leader that people supported turn against the people. The Bible says you reap what you sow. But the thing is this. Why are South Sudanese people reaping poverty, insecurity, raping, killing? What did they sow wrong? Just putting President Kiir, was it a crime? If it is a crime, then we have to rethink. We can take him out. I say this many times, Kiir not God. Kiir is not God. He will go. He will go with his Banya bit to go and rule in Awan, not in South Sudan anymore. The SPLM party is a dead political party.
Yes.
I don't understand a sensible mind can still follow this party. My last time was the last convention I went to Juba. And I got discouraged completely from SPLM. The can Alfeno 2016, January. You remember Deng did? The last convention that was done in Juba. I was there actually.
It was done in January, in which they pretended to have united the SPLM.
Yes.
Denga Lord Aban Dengai plus President Kiir.
Ana kuta mashede nak ana hedirta. I had some photo with Kwal Manyang too. So I got discouraged. The way the parties run, if it is that way, we don't have a future. We don't have political future for any political party.
You are right, by the way. SPLM is not there. There is no longer something called SPLM.
It's dead completely. I told Laman Mashed, Ramadan Goj, Ramadan Mayan, Rafiq, a great man. Rafani Pok fi Freedom Hall. Rafani Pok. Kale Moses, I'm glad that you came to join us here. I say, Ramadan, it's there. Nasa one day left Tuluni, wala sino. Kiir mara fo hina. Why do you do this to me? Because Kiir jai and my year for and Rafatani, you're putting me in trouble. Gam there, God, don't worry, Moses. I know you. These great minds like Ramadan, Goch, are being destroyed, like Ian Matthew. They are supposed to be the ministers, the leaders. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so the Ramadan de Loade to foreign affairs. Our national security. Ita gal I am al hajat ze tutka tajir ta dollar, black market dollar. Wede au masik amni ta dollar.
هم ما بيهتموا بالكوادر. في كوادر ماتوا. في ناس ماتوا. آخر زول مات ده فيكتور توماس. زول عيان ويزيد ما قادر يطلع قروش يعني يعالجوه وده زول ده. آخر زول مات ده فيكتور توماس.
يا أخي في ناس كوتش دوت كوتش ده أزوبا كم مرات في جامعة جوبا. I know him. ها أصلا في أمريكا هنا ما في زوج شغال بو. So many brains, young people in SPLM has destroyed their future, their political future.
Yes.
So for you to save your life, get out of SPLM party. Do your own party or just be a normal citizen. Don't follow this dead political party.
Correct.
SPLM
be a political activist. Be a political activist.
Yes.
And call for the regime change.
Be somebody. This kind of SPLM. Nas bistaqbalu miyaw nas Amira Didal. You see?
Yes.
Bistaqbalu miyaw nas bishatu munas kullu yom da. You know that create
ناس قاعدين بفككوا في النسيج الاجتماعي بتاع البلد.
ناس they welcome them. People who preach tribalism, like my brother.
Hatred.
Okay. Mikol is just fighting because her sister Nadia Rob is a minister.
Got it.
These are Uncle boys and Uncle girl. Mia Kolda is just fighting for her Kursim Tauktu. I know her sister, a minister. So this kind of culture, this mentality need to be changed. We don't need to support the government because my sister is a minister in Kiir government or my uncle is a minister.
Or even
what is your uncle doing? What is your uncle doing to your people?
Those who keep quiet also, Moses, they're being complicit. ده على مربى انت لما تكون ساكت or مثلا you know what is right to say and what is right to support and you don't want to because I don't want to get in trouble with my uncle. I don't want to get in trouble with my aunt. When are you going to say the truth? When are you going to be man or a woman?
People like Mekon are intelligent.
Right
yes,
and say the truth.
But you can't just, you need to grow up. You can't support the government of Kiir because my sister is a minister. What is your sister now doing in Ruweng? Ruweng is the most marginalized place than a Liap or like a Liap. They don't have a school. Windum Bitrol. Okay? Nas Tabanin, very good people, being their future, they have been neglected for years. So this government is not a Dinka government. And we don't want a Dinka government. We don't want Nuer government. We don't want Equatorial government. We don't want Cholo government. Okay? We want South Sudanese government that will be responsible to manage the fiscal policy and to establish a strong central bank that is guided with policies. Dema haja bas bank da amalo bas store maxen betakir.
And a government that respect human rights, international norms, and have a good tie with the friend of South Sudan. Now, without our friend, we wouldn't even achieve, the goal of independence. We cannot neglect our friends, those who stood with us yesterday. We cannot throw them under the bus. We need to stick to them so we can grow and build a strong economy and build a strong, army so people can respect us in the region. You are not going to be respected in the region if you are not strong militarily and economically.
Yes, you will not.
Issues with our border and all these things, no one will mess up, with us.
Yeah, that's what I say. With the Kiir government,
you are weaker.
With the continuation.
Go ahead.
With the continuation of President Kiir, I said we will have any legal safety.
Yeah.
And Ganun ma kun shagal. There's no rule of law in South Sudan. It will just be rule of gun, a non-gun women and a non-gun men. To make people fear President Kiir for him to continue to loot and to be the president. And there is no material safety. Then as people are suffering. Yanin. Yan haja food. It's a blessing. And people don't get it. People don't get food in South Sudan. Ana mutaket Kiir chikan nin penroke. Achi no mara sala ne chokoy no.
Ay, no Maria. La fi واحد قال يزول المفروض يمشي يكون سلطان. لكن I will tell him حتى Marol Wood has to have a good strategy, you know. They know حتى near Wood, those are the بيمشي
Marol Wood or Majong Wood, cattle camp leader.
They know, they know how to, manage. Even those girls, Lanu, they divide everything. Those boys, the stronger, they will go and do the cattle herds, Bishilu Bagar, Ashanimshi Yakul Hashish. But not in the role to play. They will take the milk, to a nearby, neighborhood, whatever, and go and diversify them, sell them, and get the Zura. So they can come, and make a cedar and all different things. They are not going to drink milk every day. See how they manage their own thing. So those Marol Wood, Majong Wood, they know how to deal. So this guy is not even close to those Marol Wood and Majong Wood. It's not, It's all turmoil, I have become the disorder. So go ahead and finish.
I will conclude and then give my brother a chance to conclude the discussion.
Correct.
Young people must leave SPLM. This culture has to be stopped. You are a leader. We don't need to follow Kiir. We don't need to follow these big thieves in SPLM for us to have a better future in South Sudan. You yourself and I can create better parties or can create strong governments. The people government will come one day. Not these SPLM public thieves that you don't see the difference between party money and the national money. The party has taken every money in the oil money as their own money. You need to separate the party from the government. It's not there in South Sudan. I know the money of Minister of Finance is all finished by SPLM party. What kind of leadership is this? Okay? And you are rejecting intellectual. You are just employing ناس ما متعلمين ما بفكروا عشان تضربوه intellectuals. So you are creating conflict among people. Yeah. So that's very important for our young people. We must leave SPLM party. I have left SPLM party in 2016 and I will never join SPLM party. If it is the only party in this world, I will never join it again. Because these people, parties they destroy the young SPLM. They don't want to bring them up. They not a call from Rumbek. This gentleman.
Paul
Kordit, deputy minister. They dump him.
And by the way,
the guy is very intelligent.
This guy, we were neighbors, في Khartoum. We were neighbors, and طبعا دي الشباب الكبار مننا. They were playing soccer ونحن نقعد بنعاين.
I know him and wow.
He's a very good guy.
I know him. Yeah.
He's a very, very good guy. But they don't want, like you said.
We used to call him Marwal. But his real name is Akol. You see? He's now been destroyed. So he's a Bulgari Demar young leaders. Is that a political party you need to support? There's no future for Shabab, for SPLM. So let's forget it. This political party is dead. I Jiblena Bas Fitan. Gabalia in Junubin, people hate themselves and welcome people like Mama Mira, Nas Miakol, Al Bishetu Monas, Biezro, Gabalia ben Junubin, Shenzol Gal Denkau Shatter. You are not intelligent Dinka. If it's a lob to Sherbek Dinka, Magabai Tani. You want Dinka to be hate. This is not being a Dinka.
Yeah.
If you love Dinka, you need to love Nuer, Chuluk, all the other tribes. and stop the tribal politics that you are preaching. Naze Mama Amira, what ideas can he give President Kiir? Yes, she's a responsible mother, yes, but zara gabaliya shadid bainan nas karahiyya. There are people that have been hurt now. You see? And if a government can just celebrate somebody like that, because this government never apologized to people.
Yeah.
They never apologize to people. Jaro Nas, Kotolo Nas, I've never seen President Kiir saying an apology. And he will leave without saying an apology. He only gave apology to Dr. Riak. That's the only man who got a half minute for Junub Sudan. But Kiir does not fear the people of South Sudan. We need a leader that fear the people, that listen to the people, that serve the people. It is not the other way around, that people have to fear the leader. So I will stop here, Dengit.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonko. This
Thank
topic
you,
is
Moses.
huge. We can discuss it for months, and it will never. Yeah, there's millions of reasons that we can discuss. But thank you.
Thank you so much.
I thank the viewers, and I think the attack has not worked.
Yeah.
We are continuing.
And we are back.
Yes, yes.
Back with us.
I'm actually happy that we continue despite being attacked.
Yeah. Ask them to continue and share the live so it can get there. I know they are watching. They are watching those of J1. And sometimes, I feel so sad when I see brothers. We are trying actually to extend and educate those who don't know their rights. I've seen, my, countrymen here that say, oh, respect our president, respect our leaders. But they don't know the concept, what we are talking about. We are talking about your right. We are talking about the tomorrow. We are talking about children. We are talking about Nuswanta Jeje Shabi, widows, Aramil, those who fought for the country. You also. These are the things that we are talking about. Respect our president. Ben, okay, what is the definition of Ben in one Jangzat? Ben is
Achiran area. People are fearing him. There's difference between fear and respect. Nobody respect him.
Yeah,
they
somebody
fear him.
Somebody who care, somebody munsif, Bainanas, Yadel Bainanas, somebody who is not a thief. It is not. Somebody always fear God. That's what we know, that we know in the wisdom. But that will create company and take the wealth of the nation and put in his company and create company with his children's name. Is that the that will fly with foreign, plane. That will take his children outside and leave you and oh, come on, my brother. You need to learn. You need to learn what is good for you and what is good for your country. And these are good for your country. We are not saying this because we need power. No. It is for you. It's for generation to come. We cannot. When you start with the choke jump, things are going to go wrong always. But you can reverse it and start with the right foot. Always, build the house on the strong cornerstone, right? Kida, I know we got it wrong. We got a wrong leader. And that's why we must continue. So thank you so much, Moses. Let me give Usab Dengi to go ahead and finish his remark as well. Usab Dengi, go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonkur. I would like to clarify something before I go to the conclusions.
Go ahead.
And it is an issue that you brought up. You talk about the issue of cattle camp. And I would like to clarify something here.
Correct.
We have our brothers who are the political opposition, who are opposing the government of South Sudan. And they always have shows on social media like this one we are running right now. They say that President Kiir and his Gen Council are running South Sudan
like
a cattle camp.
Yeah.
This one is an abuse. It is an abuse to all the South Sudanese communities that rear cattle. Communities like the Dinka, communities like the Nuer, community like the Mundari, community like the Didinga in Eastern Equatoria, because they also rear cattle. And every community that rear cattle in South Sudan, every community that keep cattle. Why? Why do I say this? Because cattle camp is not a chaotic place. Cattle camp is not a place of disorder. Cattle camp, it is not a place where there is no system. Cattle camp is an organized place.
Yeah.
Because it has Majumud. You said it.
Yeah.
Cattle camp has somebody that is called Majumud. Majumud is a leader of that camp.
Mm-hmm. And he makes sure everything goes right. You know?
Yes, he's a leader. And let me say he's like a supervisor. He cares about the cattle. And before the cattle, he cares about the people.
Mm-hmm.
And the people are divided into categories.
Yep.
There are young people. Okay. Young men, that's what I mean. And then we have young women.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the boys.
Yeah.
All right. These are the people who usually stay in the cattle camp. Now, what is the role of Majumud? The role of Majumud or the cattle camp supervisor is to make sure that everybody in the cattle camp is safe, secure. When I say safe here, I mean he makes sure that those who are in the camp with him are secure, that they are that their demands are met,
and they are playing their roles.
And they are playing their roles, that they are given their rights. All right, and then the young men also are playing their rights, which is the role of taking the cattle to the pasture land for grazing, and then bring them back. And while they are in the pasture land, they make sure that the cattle are safe. No hyena or a lion that could come and attack the cattle. The girls, what is their role? The girl is their role is to milk the cow, and then give the milk to those of Majumud and those and his associates, those who are within his aides, those who are his helpers, and the rest of the members of the cattle camp. They make sure that these people are served, that they get their milk, and that they are satisfied. No problem. No one is hungry. That is their role. And then they clean what? They have to clean the ground where the cattle are tied down. That is their role. So you can see in cattle camp is a very good place. And it is a very organized place.
Yeah, and these girls, they even go extra. They take the milk to the neighbors and trade them. With others.
Yes.
That's what they do with the fish or with some dura, sorghum, and all these things, so they can bring back home to the camp. So they are doing it at the same times. Everyone.
Yes. So in cattle camp, there is administration, there is supervision, there is exchange of role, there is care. All right. It is a well-organized place. I remember when I was in Juba, the Mundara ladies, they come from the nearby cattle camp to bring us milk. In Juba, they bring milk to us and then we buy from them. This means in the cattle camp there is care. They look after people. They care about people. So when every political activist come and say that President Kiir and his government are running South Sudan like a cattle camp, this is completely wrong. It is an insult to those who are keeping cattle. And we should not insult our communities as political activists. So I'm calling on all the political activists to withdraw this. And whoever has used this statement should stop using it. Cattle camp is a very organized place. Now, let me come back to the topic. نتكلم بعربي شوية للناس بتاع عربي.
تفضل هاي.
احنا طرحنا سؤال يا جماعة، سؤال مهم جدا. السؤال بتاع انه ماذا يعني استمرار الرئيس سلفا كير في السلطة؟ ولما نقول سلطة بيقصد إدارة دولة السودان الجنوبي. ماذا يعني أن يستمر هذا الرجل في الحكم وفي إدارة البلاد؟ ده هو النقاش اللي نحن بنناقشه الليلة. وطبعا ده موضوع كبير. يعني أنا سعيد جدا إنه الأخ موسس كركيجو جاء وقال يعني حاجات very interesting and very serious يعني points. I appreciate him very much for his insight and for his contributions. Now استمرار بتاع الرئيس سلفا كير في السلطة بيعني الآتي: بيعني استمرار بتاع الفساد. ولما نقول فساد ما سرقة بتاع قروش، بنعني الفساد بالأوجه بتاعته الثلاثة. الفساد يا جماعة corruption has three faces. بيبدا بحاجه بيسموه الفساد الاداري.
نعم.
الفساد الاداري هو انه الاداره ما تلتزم بتوظيف الناس بمعايير بتاع الكفاءه، بيشتغلوا بشنو؟ بمحسوبيه وجهويه وقبليه. ففساد، الفساد الاداري، الفساد المالي اللي هو السرقه بتاع القروش، وبعد كده الفساد الاخلاقي. moral corruption يا جماعه، في moral corruption في جنوب السودان. when somebody who is responsible in the government, somebody who is a government official rapes women in a hotel or in a government office, what is this? This is corruption. What type of corruption is it? It is called moral corruption. It can be described as moral decay. So corruption has three phases. There is administrative corruption, there is financial corruption, and there is moral corruption. So the continuation of President Kiir in power means the continuation of corruption with its three phases. استمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطة بيعني إفلاس بتاع الدولة زي ما حصل وكلنا شفنا، وبالتالي لجوء الدولة إلى طلب القروض من البنوك الإقليمية والدولية. استمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطة يعني استمرار النظام الشمولي، وعندما نقول النظام الشمولي فإننا نقصد استمرار دولة الحزب الواحد، أو بمعنى آخر استمرار الدكتاتورية والاستبداد، استمرار حكومة اللصوص وحكومة الأوليغارشيا. كلنا we know oligarchy. الأوليغارشيا هيستمر.
Network is not good. أنا كان بجيبك لكن network is not supporting. You know, it's not supporting at all. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead أستاذ.
network حقي؟
No.
Okay.
No بتاع أستاذ سكواد.
Okay. فوجود بتاع الرئيس كير بيعني استمرار الشمولية، بيعني استمرار بتاع شنو؟ الكليبتقراطية. النظام الموجود عندنا في جوبا يا إخوة المشاهدين ده النظام بيسموه نظام كليبتقراطي، كليبتقراtic government or system.
Yes.
يعني بالمعنى البسيط حكومة بتاعت حرامية، حكومة بتاع اللصوص، لأنه الكليبتقراطية بيعني سرقة، حكومة بتاعت ناس يعني حرامية. ده بيعني استمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطة. استمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطة بيعني استمرار بتاع غياب سيادة حكم القانون في البلد. ولما نقول سيادة حكم القانون انه حيكون غايب، انا بقصد انه ما حيكون في محاسبة في البلد. نحن كلنا شفنا المسؤولين في الحكومة بيسرقوا قروش البلد، المسؤولين في الحكومة بيعملوا اغتصاب، المسؤولين في الحكومة بيعملوا اخطاء كثيرة جدا، وما في سيادة حكم القانون اللي هو المحاسبة. ما فيش محاسبة، كله. فاستمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطة هيعني غياب بتاع سيادة حكم القانون، وبالتالي غياب المحاسبة. هيكون في حكم الفوضى بطبيعة الحال، تصرف قروش وتقعد، تقتل الناس وتقعد، انت تدور الحرب، تقتل الملايين وتجي راجع ويتم استيعابك في السلطة، وتكون حبيب لزول اللي قاعد في السلطة. هيعني استمرار بتاع الناس وغول الناس اللي ما عندهم الكفاءات يستمروا في السلطة، زي المثال اللي قدمه له كيركوجو بالمستشار بتاع الامن القومي. اشخاص زي دول هيستمروا، بالتالي ده بيؤدي للتهميش بتاع شنو؟ بتاع الغول. يعني ذكرنا يعني الاخ موسس ادوات ذكر يعني انه في التهميش للكوادر بتاع الحزب.
نعم.
اننا كنا في شمال السودان اثناء الحرب، ونحن شفنا كوادر طلابيه، يعني شباب ناشطين في مجال السياسه، هم كانوا طلاب في الجامعات وقدموا نضال وشرحوا السودان الجديد شنو للناس. حتى الناس دي تم تهميشهم. الكادر بتاع الحزب بيمرض وبيموت بمرض، زول زي كودو داكول مات بالمرض في 2015 والحزب ما قدر يعالج، وده زول كان قاعد يبشر نيو السودان للشماليين. ده زول كان بيبشر مشروع الحركه. ناس زي رمضان محمد عبد الله محمشينهم، ناس زي ييل ماثيو شردوه قاعد برا البلد، ناس غول يعني ناس كوادر، ناس زي ناس منو اغوغ ماكور ده يعني لو ما لما في ريق مشى ما كان ذاته لقى له اي منصب او فرصه بتاعت انه يشارك في حكم الدوله.
نعم.
كويس. لكن رغم وجوده مع رياض مشار ذاته بقى في جيب سلفا كير. وفي يوم من الايام كلهم ممكن يعني they can be thrown away anytime. ناس زي ناس فيكتور توماس لاكو اخر زول من كوادر بتاع الحزب مات شهر 7 وناس بكوا شديد، وده زول كان كادر انا بشهد له. انا كنت طالب في السنه الثامنه وبمشي بحضر اركان سياسيه زمن ده، فكنت بلقاه بيتكلم في ركن وبشر بمشروع بتاع السودان الجديد. الليله جمعت بسبب مرض والناس ما قدروا يهتموا به. فاستمرار بتاع الرئيس كير بيعني تهميش بتاع اعضاء بتاع الحزب ذاته، وبيعني انه الحزب ذاته بقى ما في. الحزب هسه ما في. هسه الحاكمين دول ناس مؤتمر الوطني اللي قاعدين جوا اللي دخلوا اللي اخترقوا الحزب بتاع الاس بي ال ام.
نعم.
وناس بتاع جي ام كانسل، ناس يعني الدس كبار you know them I don't want to mention their names.
Yes.
فغياب بتاع استمرار بتاع رئيس الفكير في السلطه هيعني انه المرتبات بتاع الجيش هيكون ما في. الجيش ما هيكون عنده المرتبات، الجيش ما هيتنظم، هيكون جيش قبلي بطبيعه الحال، هيكون جيش ما عنده اي دور، هيكون جيش بتاع انتباه انتباه صفا انتباه، جيش ما عنده اي مهام، جيش ما يقدر يدافع عن السياده بتاع الدوله زي ما قلنا قبل انه الاراضي بتاع البلد بقي ينهبوه الان. الاستمرار بتاع الرئيس الفكير في السلطه بيعني انه المرتبات مش مرتبات الجيش بس، مرتبات حتى بتاع الشرطه هتكون ما في، مرتبات بتاع الاطباء ما في، مرتبات بتاع الموظفين في الجهاز بتاع الدوله زي الخدمه المدنيه هيستمر يكون ما في. استمرار بتاع الرئيس الفكير في السلطه بيعني تفكك وانهيار بتاع النسيج الاجتماعي بطبيعه الحال. كويس؟ ويا جماعه النسيج وانهيار التفكك وانهيار بتاع النسيج الاجتماعي من اخطر الاشياء. يعني انه شنو؟ العلاقات الاجتماعيه اللي بتجمعنا انتهت. يعني انت لو ما من قبيلتي انا ما بقدر بيشتغل بيك. الثقه اللي كان موجود بين الناس انتهى. كويس؟ فده بيعني ده في ظل استمرار حكومه الرئيس كير. بعدين في اخطر حاجه هنا في استمرار بتاع في انهيار بتاع النسيج الاجتماعي.
نعم.
انهيار بتاع النسيج الاجتماعي بمعنى اخر استاذ جونكور وكل المشاهدين بيعني انهيار بتاع شنو؟ بتاع الدوله ذاته. ليه؟ لانه انهيار وتفكك وتمزق النسيج الاجتماعي يمكن ان يقود الى تفكك الدوله. لانه الدوله متكونه من شنو؟ من شرائح اجتماعيه.
نعم.
او النسيج الاجتماعي ده بكون لنا الحاجه اللي احنا بنسميه الدوله. وبعدين عندنا امثله، يعني الكراهيه الماشيه في السوشيال ميديا ده شاهد. الكلام اللي ذكره قبل انه في وزارات بتلقى فيه قبيله واحده ده شاهد او ده اثبات. الكلام بتاع انه الان في الاقليم بتاع الاستوائيه بقى في اصوات بتطالب بانفصال بتاع الاستوائيه، ده دليل اكبر على انه شنو؟ النسيج الاجتماعي انهار وان الدوله مقبله على تشتت. فاستمرار بتاع الرئيس بتاع سلفكير في السلطه بيعني كل ده، بيعني انه النسيج الاجتماعي هيستمر يتشتت، والخطاب بتاع الكراهيه هيستمر في تنامي، والدليل واضح. كلام بتاع المراه الكبيره دي اللي ذكروها قبل شويه انه استقبلوه استقبال بتاع الابطال.
نعم.
يعني انا يوصفني جدا انه في ناس في مصر استقبلوا هذه المراه وتم استقبالها في الخرطوم، وتم استقبالها في جوبا، وتم التعامل معها كانها رمز من رموز كبار الدوله. وتم التعامل معها كانها بطله، بطله الحرب. دي يا جماعه ده بيعكس التخلف بتاع شنو؟ بتاعنا نحن الساوث سودانيس.
اكزاكتلي.
لانه دي زوله كانت شغاله في شنو؟ في تفتيت وتدمير بتاع النسيج الاجتماعي والزرع الكراهيه بين الجنوبيين. ده ما ممكن يستقبلوه الاستقبال زي ده.
حكومه يا
من النهي
وراه.
الحكومه يا وراه. معناه الحكومه يا شغاله تفتيت بتاع شنو؟ تفتيت بتاع الجنوبيين. يبقى استمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطه بيعني تفتيت النسيج الاجتماعي للجنوبيين وبث خطاب الكراهيه في الجنوبيين. الاستمرار بتاع الرئيس الفكير في السلطه بيعني تخلف علمي. جنوب السودان حيظل بلد شنو؟ متخلف علميا. لانه هسه المؤسسات التعليميه في جنوب السودان تعبانه جدا، بدايه من الجامعات، سواء كان جامعه جوبا ولا جامعه على النيل ولا جامعه بحر الغزال، وكل الجامعات تعبانه. المكتبات، لو انت مشيت المكتبات ساعد ما في مكتبات زي الناس. فبالتالي المجال بتاع البحث العلمي في ظل بتاع غياب المكتبات ما هيمشي. العقول المفكره والاساتذه الكبار تم تشريدهم. ذكرنا مثال بتاع لوكابيون جبال.
نعم.
كويس. فالجامعات تعبانه، بالتالي حتخرج لنا كوادر تعبانه. المدارس الاساس والثانويات كلها تعبانه. كويس. واحنا شفنا يعني عيال صغار لافين في شوارع. قبل يومين ولا ده امبارح انا شايف صوره في سوشيال ميديا لولد صغير، عيال كده، عيال بتاع المدرسه شكلهم جايين راجعين من المدرسه لابسين كده ملابس اصفر وارديه كده خضراء، ماشيين في الشارع، وفي ولد صغير قاعد لافي في الشارع قاعد ببيع شنو؟ شغال تجاره. مفترض يكون في مدرسه زي العيال اللي هو شايفه. الصوره دي متداوله في السوشيال ميديا. فده بيعني الضياع. استمرار الرئيس كير في الحكم بيعني الضياع بتاع الاجيال. ما في مستقبل تعليمي، حيكون في تخلف تعليمي حتى في المؤسسات التي تعتقد بانها مؤسسات تعليميه، زي الجامعات، زي مدارس الاساس، زي الثانويات. فالاستمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في السلطه بيعني انه في غياب بتاع الامن. الطرقات في جنوب السودان غير امنه. لو انت مسافر في الارض انت بتموت. الطريق بتاع جوبا النملي ده مثال. هاي في كم ناس ماتوا هناك يا جونكور
كثير.
ده في ظل استمرار الرئيس كير. في هجمات في الطرقات. خليك من السفر بالارض، السفر بالجو ذاته. كم طائرات وقعت؟ اخر طائره وقعت امبارح ولا ده الليله. انا شايف صوره متداوله في السوشيال ميديا، سقوط بتاع طيران. وده بيعني انه شنو؟ الهيئه المدنيه للطيران فيها اشكاليه بتاعت المهندسين عشان يعملوا صيانه دوريه للطائرات، عشان المسافر من جوبا لواو، ومسافر من جوبا لاويل، مسافر من جوبا للتوريد، من جوبا ليامبيو، من جوبا لياكوبو، من جوبا للناصر، من جوبا لفشله، من جوبا للولايه اللي كان باكل من رزق زكريا. places like نيمليل، يعني places like دنزيبر، places like راجا، places like يي. السفر بتاع الناس في الجو ما مأمون. كويس. فده اذا الرئيس كير استمر في السلطه يعني السفر ارضا غير مأمون، السفر جوا غير مأمون، الطائرات سوف تستمر تسقط وتموت آلاف من الركاب والناس. استمرار الرئيس كير في السلطه بيعني انه استمرار الحرب. وكلما شهدنا اشتعال الحرب في جنوب السودان يوم 15 ديسمبر 2013، ورغم توقيع الاتفاقيات، ورغم استيعاب المعارضين والمتمردين في الحكومه، الى انه المخاوف ستظل موجوده انه البلد ده ما هيكون بلد امن. القبليه مستمره في ظل وجود الرئيس كير في السلطه. يا جماعه تاكدوا ان القبليه ستستمر طبعا بطبيعه الحال. الخطاب بتاع الكراهيه، الكراهيه بين المجتمعات حيستمر في ظل استمرار الرئيس كير في السلطه. الخطاب بتاع الكراهيه حيظل في تنامي ومنتشر في السوشيال ميديا، وزي ما بنتكلم الان خطاب بتاع الكراهيه مستمر في السوشيال ميديا. والغريب في ده كله الكلام انت ذكرته قبل شويه، انه الرموز بتاع الخطاب بتاع الكراهيه في السوشيال ميديا بيحتضنهم الحكومه وبيتعامل معهم زي ابطال. وده الناس مخربين. ده الناس لو في قانون بيعاقب مفترض يكون السجن مكانه، مش استقبالات في صالات المطارات. فده مشكله. واكبر حاجه أنا داير نقول إنه نحن الشعب مساهمين في تشجيع من يفتتون ومن يبثون خطاب الكراهية. حقوا نحن الشعب زاد نتراجع، لأن الحكومة هنا ما بنلومه بس الحكومة براه، لازم نلوم الشعب، لأنه أفراد الشعب بقى يتعاملوا مع الناس اللي بيبثوا خطاب الكراهية كأنهم أبطال. يا أخي يا جماعة نحن ما نؤيد خطاب الكره، نحن ما نؤيد الكره بين المجتمعات إطلاقا. فاستمرار تاع الرئيس كير في سلطة بيعني استمرار تاع الكراهية وخطاب وانتشار خطاب الكراهية.
نعم.
وعندهم ووريرز ذكروهم قبل. آخر حاجة استمرار بتاع الرئيس كير في سلطة يعني وجود دولة ضعيفة في الإقليم وفي إفريقيا وفي العالم. رئيس كير لو مستمر هو حاكم في دولتنا دي، تأكدوا إنه الدولة بتاعتنا هتكون دولة ضعيفة بطبيعة الحال.
دائما.
دولة ما عنده صورة في الإقليم، دولة ما عنده أي صورة وما بيحترم أي زول في أفريقيا وفي العالم بطبيعة الحال. يبقى الشيء اللي احنا عاملينه بالليل ده شنو؟ We are talking about South Sudan, the current South Sudan under Kiir leadership. We are saying that this current South Sudan under the rule of President Kiir is not the South Sudan we want. This is what we are saying.
Yep.
Because it is a South Sudan of failure, a South Sudan of corruption, a South Sudan of war, a South Sudan of insecurity, a South Sudan of all sorts of bad things.
Distractions.
And then we are saying that we don't want this South Sudan. And after we said that we don't want this South Sudan, there is another South Sudan that we want. And this is the real topic today. We don't want this South Sudan that we have talked about. We want a new South Sudan. A South Sudan where we will have security.
Yes.
A lasting security, tranquility and peace. A South Sudan where there are basic services. A South Sudan where there is
justice.
Good governance. A South Sudan where there is a South Sudan where there is good management. Okay, capable management. Because the South Sudan, the current South Sudan under the government of South Sudan is inept and it is corrupt and it cannot take us anywhere. This is what we are saying, dear fellow South Sudanese. We are talking about the other South Sudan. Behind this topic, we are saying the current South Sudan is not the South Sudan we want. It is not the South Sudan that we fought for the period of 21 years. It is not the South Sudan that our martyrs sacrificed their life so that their children can live in. This is not the South Sudan we want. If we bring back our martyrs today, they will regret that they died for such a South Sudan. A South Sudan that is full of chaos, a South Sudan that is full of hatred, a South Sudan that is full of hate speech, a South Sudan that is divided, a South Sudan where some other people are asking for separation, a South Sudan where there is tribalism, a South Sudan where there is nepotism, a South Sudan that cannot be called South Sudan. Our martyrs will regret if God allowed them to come back today. Because they did not die for such a South Sudan. They died for a South Sudan that we can call a new South Sudan where there is a rule of law, where there is equality, where diversity of the South Sudanese people is respected. This is the South Sudan we want. So in conclusion, I would like to say that the continuation of President Salva Kiir Mayardit in power in South Sudan means that the legacy of the liberation would be continued to be forgotten. The legacy of our martyrs would be continued to be forgotten. The children and the wives of the martyrs would be continued to be ignored under the presidency of President Salva Kiir Mayardit. It means that under the leadership of South Sudan, if President Kiir continue in power, there would be insecurity. South Sudan shall continue to be a volatile country. Communities will continue to fight themselves, whether in Jonglei State or Wawadi State or in Horsalus or in Unity State between the people of Mayom and the people of Ruweng State, or between the people of Mayom and the people of Tweed Mayardit. Means that the people of South Sudan will continue to kill themselves brutally in Leg State just because of cattle raiding just because of communal fight between the communities. If President Kiir continue in power, it means that we will not enjoy basic services in the country. There will be no tranquility, there will be no peace under President Kiir, as there is no peace right now. So the continuation of President Salva Kiir in power means that the people of South Sudan will continue to languish in the situation that they are in, whether it is economic situation. The continuation of President Salva Kiir in power means that the current situation in South Sudan will continue to deteriorate, and the people of South Sudan will continue to die in big numbers, whether it is of hunger or of war or because of tribal conflicts. They will continue to die. And we are saying here that no one from South Sudan should die. We are here struggling to bring about a South Sudan where no one from the national security would turn his gun and kill his own brother. We are saying that enough is enough for these current affairs in South Sudan. And we are calling for the new South Sudan. The continuation of President Salva Kiir Mayardit means that South Sudan will continue to be a country where resources are looted, a country where the future of the young people is messed up, a country where the minds, the thinkers, the think tanks of our country would be continue to be in outside, to be in the exiles. The continuation of President Salva Kiir in power means that the voices of the critiques, whether they are writers or thinkers or political leaders, would be continued to be repressed and killed. And I gave the example of Isaiah Abraham. The continuation of President Salva Kiir Mayardit means that South Sudan will one day reach to a point where we will all say there is no South Sudan. Because the continuation of Salva Kiir Mayardit in power in South Sudan is bringing an end to a country that we call South Sudan. South Sudan will not exist if President Kiir is allowed to continue in power. Because we are not respected by our neighbors. We are not respected by anyone. It means we are not existing as a people, and we fought for a very long time to exist as a people, to exist as a country, to exist as a social fabric, to exist as institutions, to exist as a viable state in Africa and in the world. This is what it means. So I would like to call on the people of South Sudan to unite themselves, because we are now divided. We need unity. So the call number one is call for unity. We need to unite ourselves. I call on all the political activists, regardless of what political organization you belong to, because in the end we are all South Sudanese. I call on all the political activists to unite their voice and come under one umbrella. Because if you call for the regime change, if we call for the regime change separately, if we call for the regime change while we are scattered, if we call for the regime change when we don't have one voice, then the regime will not continue. Then the regime will continue for a long period of time as a result of being divided. So I call on all the political activists, on all the political parties to unite under one umbrella and with one message that President Kiir must go. This is the message that we have to take to the people of South Sudan, and then unite our people. This is the call number one. It is call for unity, unity of purpose, unity of one people, unity of the sons and daughters of the Republic of South Sudan, for the betterment of South Sudan, for a clear vision for South Sudan, for the promised land, for the people of South Sudan. We have to achieve the dream of promised land that our martyrs died for, the dream of promised land for all the people of South Sudan, that must be achieved by all the people of South Sudan, for all the people of South Sudan. This is our call. Another call is, I call for the people of South Sudan to withdraw their trust, to withdraw their loyalty, to withdraw their allegiance from the government of the Republic of South Sudan under the leadership of President Salva Kiir Mayardit, because this government is a government that has failed us. It is a government that is inept. It is totally corrupt. It is incapable of running the affairs of the Republic of South Sudan. It is a government that has ashamed all of us. So I call on all the people of South Sudan, in Juba, in Torid, in Kapoita, in Fashala, in Nasir, in Akobo, in Raja, in Demziber. I call on the people of South Sudan in Awil. I call on our people in Awil Center, in Wanjo, in Barmian, in all the places where they are. I call on our people in Rumbek. I call on our people in Yei, our people in Tumbra, our people in Mundri, our people in Anzara. I call on all the people of South Sudan, wherever they are, to stand up and stand as one man. And they have to do the following. They have to withdraw their trust. They have to withdraw their loyalty. They have to withdraw their allegiance from the government that is being led by President Salva Kiir Mayardit. Because this government is the one that is killing us. It is the government that has failed us. It is a government that has led the country to the total economic collapse. It is a government that has killed our people because they have been speaking out for their rights. I call on all the people of South Sudan, in all the towns, in all the cities, in all the villages, in all hamlets, to stand up as one man and say enough is enough. To this son of Mayardit, enough is enough. He must go. He must go now rather than any other time to come in the future. We are tired. For how long shall we continue to be outside? For how long shall we continue to be citizens of other countries when we have our own land? This must come to an end, dear people of South Sudan. If you are listening to me, wherever you are, this must come to an end. This game must come to an end. This drama must come to an end. We are a mighty people. We fought for this country. Our fathers died for this country. Our uncles died. Our brothers died. Our mothers died for this country that is being messed up right now. We must stand up and say enough is enough. If you did not stand up to say enough is enough to President Salva Kiir Mayardit, it means you will have no future. Your children will have no future. The next generation will have no future. If you allow President Salva Kiir Mayardit to continue in power, it means that he will continue to run the country. He will continue to fail us. Our economy will continue to collapse. And then they will go out to ask for loans from outside. And then by asking for loans from outside, they are selling our country. Because those loans would not be paid back. And it is you who will come and suffer. It is your children that will come and suffer one day. So dear people of South Sudan, wherever you are, in South Sudan, in diaspora, wherever you are around the globe, the call is now. We are saying enough is enough. This government must go. What is the solution? The solution is that we have to unite, and after we unite ourselves, then we have to withdraw our trust, our loyalty, our allegiance from this government. And after that, we have to stage popular uprising. Popular uprising is the mechanism. Popular uprising is the tool that we have to use now to bring down this government. This is what it means for President Kiir to continue in power. It means that we will continue to die. We will continue to have no country. We will continue to be sojourners, strangers in foreign lands as we are now. As I'm speaking to you now, I'm speaking to you in a foreign land. And I have been here for so long. I left the country because I was harassed. I left the country because I have been taken to prison so many times. This is what it means for the current regime to continue in the country. So we have to say enough is enough. Remember that we have talked about two South Sudan. The current South Sudan with its ugly face, that does not represent us, with that bad government which is inept and corrupt. And we are talking about the second Republic of South Sudan. A South Sudan that will be a promised land to all of us. A South Sudan that will accommodate the diversity that we have. South Sudan where every South Sudanese would feel proud, a South Sudan where you would be able to say that this is my land, this is our land, our fathers fought for it, our mothers fought for it. Here we sit and we have to inherit it and we have to enjoy it. Allow me to conclude by a poem. I would like to read a poem, and it is about the topic that we are talking about.
Go ahead.
أنا أقرأ لكم القصيدة، والقصيدة بقلمي أنا. القصيدة عن وضع الراهن. القصيدة بعنوان مهنة الوطن. أنا بقول فيها: أيها الوطن الجميل فينا، كم كنت جميلا فينا، والآن أصبحت شريدا فينا، نازها فينا ومقتولا فينا. نحن اليوم هنا، نحن اليوم ها هنا، جينا كي نندم على ما فعلوه ضدك، جينا كي نكفر في محرابك عن ذنوب اقترفوها ضدك، جينا كي نلملم شملك المبعثر. نحن هنا لندفن طاعون قبليتهم كي تغور وتبقى أنت القبيلة فينا. وطني وطني صلبوك مثل المسيح، ولكن ليس للفداء، ذبحوك قربانا لإله القبلية، وحين بكيت أداروا لك ظهورهم، ولم تبلغ صرخاتك الأليمة آذانهم الصماء. نهروك بخنجر مسموم، فكان موتك في تاريخنا يوم مشؤوم، وحين رقدت على الأرض مقتولا أصبحنا بلا وطن وبلا ذل يأوينا، ولم نجد من نلقي عليه اللوم رغم وجوده معنا تحت ملء أبصارنا واستحقاقه اللوم. آه يا وطني العزيز، حين تعصبوا وقتلوك وصرت مفلسا وفقيرا ومتعبا وهزيلا وشقيا ومنهارا، وزال عنك مجدك، أصبحنا بلا كرامة في أعين العالمين. أشفق البعض علينا وضحك البعض علينا وسخر آخرون منا. لما الاقتتال؟ لما الاقتتال؟ لما العراق في غير معترك؟ إني هنا أسمع شيئا يقال، إني ها هنا أنصت إلى أقوال تقال. قال قوم: انظروا إلي، انظروا إلى هؤلاء الثوار، انظروا إلى هؤلاء الثوار، لقد أشعلوا النار في منزلهم الجميل، لقد أشعلوا النار في منزلهم الجميل. بعد قصة كفاح مرير وطويل سمع عنه البشر في كل أقاصي الأرض، وأضاف القوم أنفسهم، تركوا بيتهم خلفهم مشتعل، ولاذوا بالفرار إلى دول الجوار. وحين اجتمعت دول الجوار على النزع فتيل الفتنة تعنتوا في المواقف وامتنعوا عن الحوار. يا لهم من قوم أغبياء، يا لهم من رجال بلهاء، عرضوا بلادهم للبيع في سوق الإمبرياليين، فتحمست الأمم لشراؤها وازدادت أطماع رأسماليين. يا لهم من قوم أغبياء، يا لهم من رجال بلهاء. أيها الوطن الجميل فينا، كم كنت جميلا فينا، والآن أصبحت شريدا فينا، نازها فينا، مقتولا فينا. يا أخي، أختي وأمي وأبي، يا سامعي، يا وطني، سنودع هذا الظلام، ستنهض مجددا يا وطني المعطاء، فتشرق الشمس يوما ويمشي رجلا يحمل معاول البناء، ستتطهر وراك أشجارك من لفخة الدماء، وسيفارق أطفالك الدموع الحزن والبكاء، ستهطل الأمطار وسترتوي الأراضيك الجدباء، بفعل لعنة الحرب لأراض خضراء عذراء. ستهطل الأمطار وسترتوي أراضيك الجدباء، بفعل لعنة الحرب إلى أراض خضراء عذراء. شكرا جميلا.
أستاذ دينجي أيوك عجزت لساني عن التعبير في هذه الأمسية لتلك الكلمات اللي أنت كتبته عن بلادنا الجميلة. أنا لا أستطيع أن أضيف أي شيء، الكلام كله يتقال. وزي ما أنتم سمعتوا أستاذ دينجيت والضيوف اللي كانوا موجودين، أستاذ موسس economist and also أستاذ بركوجو and others. ده هو جنوب السودان اللي احنا بنحلم من اجله. جنوب السودان امس ما الحراميه ديل يمشي مزبله تاريخ، لكن لا على اننا نصحى، لان فينا من ذو العقول الناسيه انتم شفتوه من خلال الفورمات اللي احنا بنعمل ده. فالى هذا الحين انا ما بقدر اقول اي كلام ثاني. ان شاء الله يتجدد اللقاء في الاسبوع القادم ونستمر في هذه المشوار ان شاء الله. Thank you so much. I know في ناس بيستخفوا بالعمل الدؤوب والجاد اللي احنا بنعمل من اجله، لكن حب الوطن فينا وفي دمانا، وسنظل بهذا المنوال الى تحقيق النصر الموعود، انه يكون في خدمات لشعبنا، ويكون في حريه، ويكون في عداله، ويكون في قيم اللي احنا حاربنا من اجله ان شاء الله. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much, and thank you, Ustaz Dengit, for staying to this late.
Thank you.
Inshallah, next week we meet again, same time.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
With that, I will leave you, my dear brothers and sisters, مع فناننا الشهير جوردن كونغ، ويغني عن جنوب السودان، ويغني عن الخير، معاني الخير والبركة الموجودة في بلادنا إن شاء الله. So let me go ahead and play Gordon Kong. Please listen. Thank you so much. Again next week.
بلنا سوداننا، بلنا 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 تبان من زمان يا ربنا. شوف أيانا بلدنا ما مرتا، سودان مجاجة ما فر علينا، جالنا ميدين بيننا ربنا. بلنا 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 تبان من زمان يا ربنا. شوف أيانا بلدنا ما مرتا، سودان مجاجة ما فر علينا، جالنا ميدين بيننا ربنا. بلنا 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 تبان من زمان يا ربنا. شوف أيانا بلدنا ما مرتا، سودان مجاجة ما فر علينا، يالنا ميدين بيننا ربنا. يا شعب سودان يا اخوانا شد لكم بلد فيه مشاكل، قلبي 200 بردا 200 بردا، قلبي 200 بردا. يا شعب سودان يا اخوانا شد لكم بلد فيه مشاكل، قلبي 200 بردا 200 بردا، قلبي 200 بردا. يا شعب سودان يا اخوانا شد لكم بلد فيه مشاكل، قلبي 200 بردا 200 بردا، قلبي 200 بردا. أنا بكيت عشانكم يا سودان، شد لكم يا جماعة شد لكم يا جماعة ربنا بيساعد. أنا بكيد عشانكم يا سودان شد لكم يا جماعة شد لكم يا جماعة ربنا بيساعد. Blood bleeding in Sudan, Lord our God, come stop bloodshed, our land not comport. Sudanese are finished because of war between us. Our children terminated among of other laws. Blood bleeding in Sudan, Lord our God, come stop bloodshed, our land not comfort. Sudanese are finished because of war between us. Our children terminated among of other laws. You Sudanese, be careful, we all a problem. When will I be happy? And then be happy. When will I be happy? You Sudanese, be careful, we all a problem. When will I be happy? And then be happy. When will I be happy? I'm crying about you. Sudanese, be careful, my people. Go take care, my parents. God bless you. I'm crying about you. Sudanese, be careful, my people. Go take care, my parents. God bless you. أرزدمنا جنوب دا يوت شايفينو الليلة جنوب دا في يدنا يلا 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 يا قوانا في السودان جديد تجولنا سلام. أرزدمنا جنوب دا يوت شايفينو الليلة جنوب دا في يدنا يلا 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 يا قوانا في السودان جديد شجعوا لنا السلام. سيبوا مشاكل بيناتكم هاي من زمان في جنوبنا في ناس كتير بموت سنبلة الليل لما في أي ظل بموت سنبلة في السودان سلام يجمل قلوبنا ما دايرين تفرقة دمنا واحد وربنا واحد ما في قبلية بيناتنا. سيبوا مشاكل بيناتكم هاي من زمان في جنوبنا في ناس كتير بموت سنبلة الليل لما في أي زول بموت سنبلة في السودان سلام يشمل قلوبنا ما دايرين تفرقة دمنا واحد وربنا واحد ما في قبلية بيناتنا.